We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig.
Oh, wow. Right on the tip. Just on the tip.
And Blabs. Co-hosted by our friends from around the internet.
There is a portion of Norway where it is legally required to carry a firearm at all times.
If you're just a normal man looking for common sense in this crazy-ass world, you've come to the right place. And now, broadcasting from our homes from around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers. Oh, welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com. And most importantly, today, Side Scrollers Plus.com. What's going on, everybody? Hey, happy June 17th. It's your boy's birthday, as you can tell from the sign behind me, because my wife was nice enough to put that up there. Hello, everybody. Great to see you joining us, as always, on this wonderful Tuesday. She's back, ready to go, with bells on. Blabs.
I'm looking for bells, but I don't have any bells. But hello, everybody, and happy birthday, obviously.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that. Yeah. How are you?
You know, I'm tired. I'm like taping my eyes open, but we're good. It's been an adventure getting home, so yeah. Yeah,
well, you know, you did it. I saw you did side terminals, which was wonderful.
We did. We got eaten alive by terminals one by one.
That's good. You made it quite the adventure out of it.
We did. It was like the absolute worst thing in the airport, but because we're such a bunch of misfits and absolute idiots, we had like the most hilarious time and we made the best of it. Like we went food shopping in different terminals and stuff. Yeah.
You're not idiots.
Right.
You're not idiots at all. You're all smart people.
You know, no, we're a bunch of idiots.
Oh, okay.
In our own way, you know?
All right, nice.
Like Des and Wicked were falling over on the lifts from terminal to terminal. They would just I guess they tried surfing, but it didn't work, and they would just fall right over. Like we were all just a bunch of idiots. It was great.
Well, I'm glad you're with us.
Yeah, I'm back.
After the long stretch back, you're here ready to go.
Yeah.
Well, look, we have a big show for you guys planned today. We have a wonderful guest joining us today. Straight up cowboying it up. Give it up for Leaflet, everybody. Let's
What's
go.
up, everyone? Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I had a lot of fun last time, so I'm looking forward to today, and happy birthday.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. It was, the reason why we were late was I was getting a little meme out, and I totally forgot to play it because we were late. So I'll just play it now.
You've been voted number one at everything. No matter what you do, you seem to be number one. I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. I would never say in your case that you're fired because you're doing too well. So I'll just say you're hired.
Thanks, President Trump. Appreciate that. So look, man, we got a lot going on today. It is my birthday. I have one request from you guys today. One simple request. Today, we have two big things that have happened, and I figured you can't get mad at me because it's my birthday, right? Number one, today we are sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Let's go! We'll get to that a little bit later on. And number two, for the first time in 18 months, we are live over on Twitch. Look at Blabs right there. So look, I'm not asking anything from you guys outside of if you have Amazon Prime and you would like to support us, you can use your free Amazon Prime by going to twitch.tv/Stuttering Craig and using your free Amazon Prime over there and supporting us in a big way. Costs $0. And you can support us. Here's the reason why that's important. Because with all due respect, we're going into this old Twitch thing. We're going back on our terms, right? And honestly, I just kind of want to see how long it takes before we get banned for misgendering somebody, because it's going to happen. So either way, appreciate it in advance. Very excited. I'm turning 44 today. And you know what I'm doing after today? You know what I'm doing tonight, Blabs?
Napping.
No, I'm not napping. I'm not old like that. What's wrong with you? No, we're doing homemade pizza tonight.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Best stuff.
Yeah. I'll be doing this while I'm making the pizza in honor of you, Blabs.
Thanks. I mean, I literally just did that in your Twitch chat. I did the emotes.
I know.
Like this.
I see
Which,
that.
by the way, shout out Leaflet. Thank you.
Yeah, let's go. Leaflet what? What Leaflet did?
Oh, over on Twitch, we're getting like a hype train right now.
What? Oh, wow. Okay.
We have
This
a
is
hype
our...
train going. Thank you to Ranger, Metal, Venom, the Real Zoms. Oh, you guys subscribing? Call me Kaiser. Obviously, Leaflet just subscribed on Amazon Prime.
Yes. No, this
It
is
worked.
great.
It worked.
That's awesome. Thank you, Leaflet. Appreciate that. Yeah. So this is like going back to Twitch is kind of a weird thing, right? But we are stoked to be over there. Like I said, we're about casting that net as wide as we can. We're live over on Kick today as well. Obviously, the reason now here's the thing, Blabs. We do have twitch.tv/Side Scrollers podcast, but it's not monetized. So I think what's going to happen is I'm going to have to change the name of that Twitch channel. And after 6 months, listen, 6 months to the day, I'm going to have to go in and snag that and change twitch.tv/Stuttering Craig to the full Side Scrollers podcast thing. So
Why didn't you do that like 3 years ago?
Because I didn't think about it, Blabs.
Now look, now we gotta wait 6 months to change it.
I know. So, anyways, I just figured like if Asmongold can stream on like his Zach Rar channel, right? We can stream on the Stuttering Craig channel. It's okay, right?
Yeah.
Fine. It's all good. It's all good. People know where to find it. But I did change all the branding up and all this stuff. So, anyways.
Let me grab these real fast because we're on a hype train level 2 now, and they're not showing up on StreamYard. So, Mr. Gogman, cool. John Kanji, Feltsteph, and Robo have all become Prime people. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Thanks. That's it. Cost you nothing.
Wow, look at me.
That's good. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in. We have a lot going on today. We have obviously the birthday. We're on Twitch today. This afternoon. This is actually kind of exciting. It's season 2 of Blabs Versus premiering this afternoon, pretty much right after the show. We have moved from the Nintendo Entertainment System into the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Blabs is going to be playing Donkey Kong Country for the first time. Leaflet, you ever played Donkey Kong Country before?
That's a good one. I played it.
It's the best one.
When it came out.
It's so good. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Love it. Love everything about it. And Blabs didn't necessarily love everything.
What do you mean? I love that game. That was one of the most funs I've had playing Blabs Versus for sure.
Okay. All right. Well,
I had a great time. Also, it was just really, really funny. So
yeah. So this season of Blabs Versus is going to be really unique because we've already recorded 3 episodes. And so in about we're going to get 3 episodes. You got, I'm going to just spoil them right now. We have Donkey Kong Country this week. Next week, we have Contra 3, The Alien Wars. Then we have TMNT Turtles in Time. After that, we're going live exclusively over on Plus for Blabs Versus. We're going to be doing Blabs Versus live again, and we're very excited about that. So that'll be happening in, probably sometime in July. So we'll give you guys a heads up on all that. So lots of good things going on. Oh, and on top of that, we also have Wicked and Dez joining us over on Side Scrollers Plus, which is just one. So you guys can head over there and become a member of Plus, which would be really, really great. I'd appreciate that on my birthday as well. I see on the run sheet here, Blabs, that there are these things that we need to watch here. I've not looked at any of these things that have been posted over.
Oh, Craig's birthday? Well, they're wonderful memes that the Plus people have made for you over on Plus, and I really think you should share them because they're pretty good.
That's wonderful. All right, Leaflet. I don't know if you know this. Just like in video games, there are skins for characters, right?
Yeah.
This is my skin, right? This is my primary skin is like the baseball cap, a T-shirt, right? But I have another skin as well, which is the hat off and glasses. And whenever I have that, people call me Rachel Maddow. I look like Rachel Maddow apparently, and it really bothers me.
Oh man!
So thanks, RoboNex. I really appreciate that. It's good. That's good. I noticed you have a number of skins as well. You got your donning your cowboy hats today. You got all sorts. Like, what else do you have? What else can you like? I don't know. I like.
I got this one. I got my default. I got like my adventuring outfit. I've got like a mystery outfit, and I've got a pirate outfit, and then I have the cleric outfit right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
feel
the
like
slime. Sorry, the slime one.
we need to get the cowboy picture of you so we can put it in our thumbs. I like the cowboy one. That's great.
Sure, I'll send you. I'll send it to you.
Shout out to Cowgirl Leaflet. We also have this from Software Cook, which I saw this and I thought to myself, did I actually take this picture? Which means AI is way too close to being real right now. It says
Pretty good.
yeah, it is pretty good. Happy Dirk Git right here for that on the AI imagery over here. That's very, very nice. And then we have this from Nate here. I don't know why Ryu has a cucumber in his mouth and a bucket shot.
Tacos.
Yeah, I know, but why is he sticking that in his mouth so suggestively? I don't really
I
understand.
can't
this.
answer that one for you.
That's fine. Well, thank you guys for the well wishes here on my birthday. Like I said, we had a good day planned, lots of good things, and you guys have been very generous right off the bat. My gosh, get up for Dashy Man with the $50 super chat. Says, happy birthday, Craig. It's also my birthday. I almost came across a face down dead guy today, but luckily he was only sleeping. Also, hi, Blabs and Leaflet. Well, that's
Hi, happy birthday to you too.
yeah, that's good. I appreciate that you thought he was dead, and it turns out he was just sleeping. So as you get older, that's kind of what happens. Is people are like, is he dead? No, he's just sleeping.
Just poke him with a stick.
That's good. Thank you, Dashy Man. That's wonderful. And Suffer So Proud came in with a $49.99 super. Says, happy birthday, Craig. Love you guys. Let's go. Thank you very much. That's very nice. Lots of wonderful jiggles today to start off, which is excellent.
What is the context behind that TikTok? Like, is she just talking about something and then like doing that at the same time?
No, she's just showing off her hoo-has.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it's really simple. She knew what she was doing, and the whole idea was that she was, as she was explaining something, she's like, "I don't understand why people just don't take me seriously," or something like that.
I
So
see.
this is what it was really good. So, and then hey, it's provided us a lot of context on the show, and it generated a lot of revenue for our little company over here. So we'd like to thank her in advance. Let's go. Spring Mage, thank you very much for becoming a member over on YouTube. That's outstanding. And we have Bits over on Twitch. I don't know why they're not showing up over on StreamYard, but that's cool. Hey, Blabs, Harriet Tubman came in.
Oh, okay. Harriet Tubman for 10 says Craig hired, Blabs fired. What the fuck, Harriet? Anyway, I would say they are the total opposite from each other, but Blabs a 12-year-old boy, so that doesn't fully check out. Gang, Tubbs out, emo.
Let's go. Thank you, Harriet. Appreciate that. Always a pleasure to have you in. Marmalin came in and says, happy 50th birthday, Craig. Love Leaf, love Blabs, but you're still fired. Morning, all the chats. Hey, thanks, Marmalin. Appreciate that. Yes, celebrating my 175th birthday today. Which is
Jesus Christ, you look great.
Thanks. Appreciate that. All right. We do have a lot to get to. We do have our Montez goal. We are live over on Twitch again, where you guys can give us your Bezos bucks over there. It's great to be back over on Twitch. We're on Kick. We are casting the net as wide as we possibly can, which is just wonderful. As always, we like to start the show with Today in Gaming History, Blabs. So, Leaflet, would you like to play the game where we guess the games that Blabs puts on our list?
Sure.
Okay. Let's check them out today. We have a bunch of games over here. Okay. Let's see. Blaster Master, Crusader of Sinti. Do you see anything on this list here, Leaflet, that really draws your attention that you think Blabs may potentially put on the list of noticeable games today or notable games today?
I like Shadowverse. New one just came out, actually.
Let's see. You said Shadowverse. Okay. For the iOS and Android.
Mhm.
I'm going to say Blabs did not put that on the list today.
Why not?
I'm going to say Blabs put on today's list Blaster Master because she's heard of it. I feel like Crusader of Sinti has been mentioned before, but it looks old, and I think she's going to put that one on as well. And I'm going to say she put Freak Style on, even though I don't know. My gut says she put no. She put Mega Man Battle Network 2 on because it says Mega Man, and she knows Mega Man here. So, what do we got, Blabs?
Okie dokies.
Oh, so close.
Yeah, this is actually just a screenshot because I emailed you Tuesdays and I don't have it anymore, so ignore the edges. I just realized that. Anyway, Blaster Master was released in Japan in 1988. Crusader of the Century was released in Japan 1994, and then Silent Hill for The Room also in Japan. Basically, we have a whole Japanese release date today. It was released in 2004. Yeah.
You know, you can always just go here and just go to.
Well, I
to
didn't
our
want to
social
pull
media.
up Twitter. I didn't think it looked as nice. I thought it'd be nice if I pull up the full image, you know?
Yeah, it looked much better being all cropped over.
With the hearts on the bottom, the scrolling, and the arrows.
Oh, that's good. Well, yeah.
Well, I realized it as you were saying. Game Industry was like, I don't have it here. It's not here, and I had to delete like one of the old assets because we ran out of space. Panic right there.
Well, Leaflet, you ever played Blaster Master before?
That one I have not played actually.
Yeah, it was.
What's that one like?
So Blaster Master was really interesting back from the original Nintendo. It was very innovative. It was a game where you had two different styles of play. One style of play, you started in like this car, and you was like a side-scrolling game that you moved from point A to point B. But then you got out of your car, and you could you were a little guy navigating outside of your car, and you go up and down ladders. Then on top of that, there was like an overhead section. It was kind of like Legend of Zelda-ish as far as the way it looked. So it was like really innovative for like 1988 or 89. And the story was really good, you know, because it was just like your frog got captured or something, and you had to go find your frog. So like that was it. So you get it.
That's not like John Wick. That's like some John Wick.
Kinda, yeah. I guess in a weird way, maybe John Wick stole from Blaster Master, but it had one of the best. Let me see if I can find this really quick. It had one of the best intros ever to a game back then. Let me see if I can pull this up really fast. Here you go, Blabs. Check this out. Tell me if this one gets you hyped as a kid. Blabs, you ready for this? Look at that seizure-inducing stuff. 1988 Sunsoft. Come on, baby. Here we go.
Ooh, frog.
Yep. Oh no! The frog leaves. Looks like it jumps into radioactive material, I guess. It gets big, goes into the hole in the ground. This is, by the way, this is stories in 1988. So you jump in the hole naturally, and you find this thing. Then you just put on the bodysuit, and that's it.
I got questions here. What happened to the frog?
Well, you got to go find it. It's kind of
okay. So I thought you were playing as the frog that was radioactive and everything. I was like, yo, that's cool. Blaster Master as a frog, a radioactive frog. I'm down. But no, this is just a sad story of a kid who lost his pet.
Well, yeah, but check this out. Once you press start, then the game truly begins. Here we go. Check this out. Yeah! Whoosh!
I'm getting Castlevania vibes.
And then you just get going. It goes right into it. And you just shoot like...
I've heard this music before.
Yeah, this music's good. It's classic. Sunsoft was a king when it came to this. Anyways, so yeah, man, this is super duper fun back in the day, and you can kind of see the side-scrolling action I was talking about. And so anyways, that's Blaster Master. They've tried to bring it back a few years ago, and people did not take to it very well because it's not 1988, and we're not 7 years old anymore. So there's that. But anyways, good job, Blabs.
I thought it was going to be a very sad story about like some dude losing his frog and it's like, playing the fiddle.
Well, I mean, it is.
Well, it doesn't sound very sad. He looks pretty energetic. He even has a whole costume change.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it was fabulous. Yeah, I mean, he went in and he changed into his, bodysuit that just happened to be right next to the giant car, his space car, and off we go, So, yeah, that's stories, which is good. Marius says, happy birthday, Craig. Hope you have a great one. Welcome back, Blabs. And hello, Leaflet. Dim came in and says, Leaflet is looking extra cute today.
Thank you.
Curtis Hart says, happy birthday to the #1 Concord fan, Craig. You're still young at heart. This is true. I am. That's right. Tamamo says, hello, can't stay on train to dear old dad's for a week. Let's go, Tamamo. Found the next stage of Lasagna Evolution. Check plus. You're welcome, Blabs. Oh.
That sounds horrifying.
I like what's being thrown down here.
What is that?
Well, pull it up. No,
I'm pulling
Blabs.
it up. I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling it up. Calm down.
Okay.
Let me in. There we go. What is that? No. That's disgusting.
Whoa. Hold on.
That's disgusting.
A lasagna burger?
No.
Leaflet, what do you think of that?
No.
I mean, it looks like it could be good.
I'm with you. That sounds delicious.
I eat it. I try it.
Yes, that sounds good.
You're putting lasagna with bacon, and
That sounds awesome.
you're disgusting and have no taste in food.
That sounds delicious.
I'm putting my foot on the ground here, even though I can't currently reach.
They even garlic breaded the bun.
I'm doing this. No.
Okay, hold on. Leaflet, is that a bun up top or is that like a
It looks like a
cheese-filled-
garlic bread.
Oh, see, now that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's why I was like looking at the whole thing, you know?
Yes, make that bigger, Blab, so everyone can look at it a little more. Just and zoom in really tight, like because I want to.
That's just hang on.
Yeah, there we go. Let's examine that bad boy a little bit. Okay, so what do we got? We got a garlic bread on top, a little bit of sauce, noodles, bacon, or what's that? That's not really bacon, Blabs. That'd be like pancetta, right? Is that what you call it? Pancetta.
It'd be pancetta.
Pancetta.
Get good, scrub.
That's right. Sorry, I'm not speaking it. I'm not using my fingers enough. But pancetta. Then we got more noodles. And then we got a layer of maybe sauce or more pancetta. Then we got the burger.
What are you trying to do, pancetta? Why can't you just say it normally like a human?
Well, it's like when you watch the news and they speak regular English, and then when they get to like a Hispanic name, all of a sudden they turn into fluent in Spanish, and they'll be like, an arrest warrant today for Raul Rodriguez, or whatever, and they just immediately go into that. That's what I'm trying to do here, Blabs. I'm trying to speak Italian for you.
You just hurt my soul a little bit. I have no patience for this today. I'm too tired, man.
Okay, well, I'm just saying. I think this looks delicious.
You're the problem, and you're gonna die of like type 3 diabetes and all that. And
type 3. We're going past type 2, straight to the moon.
Yeah. Type 3 diabetes, type 6, whatever the fuck the worst one is.
Okay. All right.
Type
good.
25. I don't know.
Straight to the moon right there. All right. Well, thanks for that distraction right there.
Yeah,
now
that's disgusting.
That's not disgusting at all. That's
what
wonderful.
do you know? What do you know?
I know that looks delicious. Hey, Blabs, please pull up a poll in the chat, please. Over on YouTube. Would you? That's it. Would you? And everybody knows what that means. Yes, you would. No, you wouldn't. I'm talking about that lasagna burger right there because I'm on board with that. That's right. That's going to be a landslide. Yes, I promise you that. Leaflet, what's the craziest thing that you like that nobody else likes?
Like
as far as food.
Craziest. Oh my god! Actually, I do have something, but like I can't. Oh, I like anchovies on my pizza.
Wow.
Just anchovies. Like
that's
just
it.
Anchovies and tomato, and then like just to be a little bit more sacrilegious, I put some pineapple on it too.
Whoa!
Yeah.
You see? Look at this. She was so upset.
I'm not actually upset because I have had pizza and anchovies. Now, I personally don't like anchovies. I like it. If you're going to have anchovies, it needs to be completely crushed up so you don't taste the texture anymore. And it's kind of like diluted with the rest of the sauce. Let's say tomato sauce with basil and pepper. You completely crush them to really, really fine. And it's still in the sauce, but you don't really have the whole thing. I'm okay with that.
You know what's fun about that is if you crush up the anchovies, it's actually like miso. So like actually there's been cases where I didn't have any miso paste and I just crushed up some anchovies and used it instead. It's like similar flavor actually.
Well, you know.
I gotta be honest. I've had like, the anchovy and like other things, it's got to be like ground up. It's weird saying grinding up fish, but I don't think I can do the anchovies on the pizza. I just can't maybe it's growing up in the 80s and hearing the Ninja Turtles like laugh at anchovies on pizza, anchovies on pizza. And I'm like, I don't like that at all. Maybe I love it. But just the idea of like putting little dead fish on your pizza. I mean, I'm putting like dead pig and stuff on my pizza. I don't know what's any different about it, but I don't know. I can't do it. But I will tell you this, Blabs. An overwhelming majority of normal men are on board with the lasagna burger.
Or an overwhelming majority of them are just trolling.
You think that 79% of the people tuning in today are trolling?
The chat is a giant troll. They're like the fourth and fifth guest. Yes, I think so.
Listen, we have a relationship here.
Exactly. So yes, I absolutely think that they're all just trolling right now.
Blabs is Principal Skinner over here going like, am I the problem?
No,
it's the entire chat that's the problem over here.
It's me versus everybody else.
Of course. Cope is what they say, Blabs. Cope.
Cope these nuts.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna be a 12-year-old boy when I act like one.
I think I'm the only one who should say that. Like, I'm just throwing it out there. Blabs is a 12-year-old boy, which is fine. Give it up for Bike Shorts, who says, Kana from Blaster Master is definitely my favorite character from that game. Montez, happy birthday, Craig. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Bike Shorts. Don't make it weird. Kataka came in, says, first, I want to say thank you, Craig, because you and people like Kirsche, I'm getting back into streaming. Let's go. Thanks to all you normal men. Happy birthday, Craig. This is for Montez. Let's go. Kataka, congratulations. Bowser loves you. Can you hear Bowser? Can you hear him barking?
I love Bowser.
Can you hear him, though?
A little bit.
Okay, that's fine.
Is it like thundering or something?
No, he's just happy. He's just a happy puppy. He's a 15-year-old dog. Mary says, well done on King of the Couch this past weekend. It was fun to watch. Came for the games, but stayed for the technical difficulties and drunk soccer moms. That's right. Yeah. Well,
oh my God, the wine moms are absolutely hilarious. Loved it.
So Leaflet, this past weekend, we had a competition in Dallas where we brought several of our friends down to compete on, like party games, gang beasts, things like that. And during the competition, we were in a side room at this venue, and there was a window that it was like 10 o'clock at night, right? So there's a window where you can peek into our room, and I'm standing here talking to a microphone, kind of calling the action of what's going on. And these ladies are like waving from outside. Imagine like a piece of glass. They're like, hey, trying to get my attention. And then one of them does the thing where you walk by and you act like you're going down, like, and I was like, these ladies are hilarious. So we brought them in, and I was like, what's going on with you? And just, we talked. I remember, what was her name? Samantha, I believe her name was, Blabs.
I don't remember her names.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
Well,
I love that she kept calling Kirsche Christian and Kristen and all that stuff. That was really funny. Yeah. She couldn't remember the word Kirsche.
But I'll tell you this: it was fun, and several normal men in our chat had long nights thinking about Samantha, the 50-ish-year-old wine mom who was a mother of
recently
four, recently divorced. Yes, she was on the prowl, as they say. Anyways, all right. That's fun stuff. Leaflet, we're gonna do a VTuber event. We're definitely gonna do a VTuber game competition.
Oh,
would you be into competing in it?
Sure. I like competing in games.
Let's go. Do you have like a favorite type of game? Like I don't know, FPS or Battle Royale or
Extraction.
Oh yeah, extraction shooters. Nice.
I'm like kind of an adrenaline junkie. It's like once you play Extraction, it's like everything else is kind of like doesn't give you the adrenaline rush that like Extraction does, right?
Right. Did you ever play Wildlands? Ghost Recon Wild? I think it was Ghost Recon Wildlands several years ago.
I played that with my mom. Is that the one that takes place in like Colombia or something?
Yeah, that game was
yeah.
Awesome.
That was really a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Also good, Mr. Wombat came in with 10 gifted memberships. Let's go. Thank you very much.
I love wombats.
I love Mr. Wombat over there. Look at him with his arms crossed. It's good. Thank you very much, Mr. Wombat. And Eric, not only did he come in with his Prime sub over on Twitch, as we returned to Twitch today, he came in with the $20 super. It says, happy birthday, Craig Montez. Blabs, your appreciation of T...
Application.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead, Blabs. Go read it.
Your application to TWAT has been approved. I do next time. It's in your butt. Yeehaw! Craig must yeehaw for his birthday. So we have some context here. So, okay, Eric.
We'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
Because we got video to show. Right?
Oh, we do?
The TWAT?
Oh, that. Yeah, okay. I was talking about something else.
Oh, okay.
The I do next time bit. So, short little story. Eric, Wicked, and I took a Uber to the airport Sunday. And this guy cuts us off, like, at the airport. Like, another Uber driver cuts us off. And so our driver rolls down the window and says, hey, next time, can you just pull over instead of doing that because you block people behind you? And it was this Asian driver. So he didn't want to get into it or anything. So he was just like, okay, I do next time. It's like the most Asian thing you could ever hear from a random Uber driver. I do next time. So yeah, that was just, we were all cracking up, including this big ass like hunk of a Tesla driver that was our Uber. His name was like Russell. He was like laughing his ass off too. So yeah, I do next time. It very much reminded me of like the hot chick. Bling, like ling ling, you forgot your bling bling, you know?
Blabs, I'm sorry to let you know that everything that you just said was
racist as fuck.
So incredibly racist. And,
I know, we can't laugh anymore.
I'm Asian. You have the pass.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
We did it. We did it. Congratulations.
What kind of Asian?
You are racist.
Wow.
What just happened to me? I've been Netflixed.
What just what? I don't think you're allowed to ask that, Blabs.
Wait, why not? Like, you can be like Japanese, Indian, Chinese.
My
Hey.
family's from
Korean.
Japan.
Hey, she's Japanese.
It's like going, what type of whitey are you?
I didn't mean anything bad by it.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, I didn't mean anything bad, but I was just curious. Like, what, like, what's your ethnicity here? I can't even speak.
I mean, the funny thing is people don't even like when people think about white people, they don't even like understand that there's so many different kinds.
Yes,
Like-
I know. It's funny. Maybe that's how we should. If you guys in the chat could let us know what kind of person you are.
What kind of whitey are you?
Yes, please describe the whiteness that you have, or if you're black, or just let us know what type of Asian you are, as Blabs would say.
What kind of Asian?
Yes.
I didn't mean anything bad, but I was just curious. Maybe she could be Indian or something for all we know.
Oh my God. Tenarian came in with the 10, says, happy birthday, Craig. Here's to many more. Glad Leaflet's back. She's a nosy, she's no nosy wine mom, but I like her all the same. Gonna be listening to you guys while cleaning and sorting through my stuff in the basement. I've already found some games I thought I'd lost. Let's go, Tenarian. Nice. He says the exchange rate is in my favor, so here's some more money. I can recommend the Blaster Master Zero games. That's how you should reboot a series. Also, Sunsoft made some of the best 8-bit music. I personally like the Journey to Silius theme. Oh, that's a good one for sure. Good stuff.
That's an amazing song.
You know that was supposed to be a Terminator game before that was turned into.
I heard.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. If you go back and you look at it and you're like, oh yeah, that makes way more sense. Supposed to be playing as Arnold. And Tenarian also says Samantha is a total MILF. I know, Tenarian. I know you were into what was being thrown down by Samantha. All right, we do see all your super chats, all your direct donations and Rumble rants. We'll read every single one of them. We let you know we greatly appreciate that today. Once again, we are live over on Twitch today for the first time in 18 months. So if you guys are hanging out and you'd like to give us some free money, you can use your Amazon Prime on us over there. Just go on over there and click the old subscribe button. If you have Amazon Prime hooked up, we'd really appreciate that. We'd also appreciate if you guys stuck around with us throughout the entire show because, hey, why not? But right now it's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard News. Hard News. You know, I'm going to do a little bit of moving around here, Blabs, when it comes to some stories that we're going to cover today, because I think it makes sense to tie into our first story here. Let's get into this story out of California. And this doesn't have to do with video games at all, except it kind of does at the end. So just hang with us a little bit. There's been a lot of civil unrest in California out there. It has been nuts. There's been people burning cop cars and all sorts of stuff. It's been a lot. Have you been following all that stuff over there, Leaflet?
Yeah, it's actually kind of crazy because I used to live there, so like seeing all those areas, like I've been to like Japantown down there like many times, and like I was telling people like that place that they're blocking, that would be such a pain in the ass because that would like increase the traffic. That would take you like 2 hours to get home because of that. Yeah, like Yep.
It's been crazy to watch. Like I've been to California many times. So you're saying
Mhm.
where they're at, like it's a
Yeah, it's
major
like
artery in the city?
yeah, it is. Yeah. The one where they blocked like the underpass and then they were throwing rocks at the police from above.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like kind of like near Japantown, and that's like a big freeway, and if they block that up, and then they're also blocking the downtown, it's like really hard to maneuver around there.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, I'll tell you what, there's been a lot of controversy about, I was watching people online, and it seems like all these people who are throwing these rocks and stuff, they're in masks. We're 5 years out from COVID, and people are still wearing masks, and now people are wearing masks not for protection, but now for protection, in that they want to conceal their faces from people, right?
Mhm.
So I saw this story initially, and I was like, wow, that's great news. This is from the the Break 911 X handle here, and I saw this just quickly, a headline, and I thought, wow, they're trying to ban masks in California. That's great news. Until I saw they're trying to ban masks from law enforcement. So there's a representative here who's trying to ban masks from law enforcement. Let's go and play this really quick and see what they have to say and why it's important to ban masks from law enforcement.
Yeah, if I could just elaborate, people covering their faces, impersonating police officers, it erodes trust in law enforcement and it undermines community safety. That's really what this bill is about. And I think many law enforcement officials, legitimate law enforcement officials, would welcome, putting in safeguards to ensure transparency and accountability. And I think the concern is a lot that's happening. There are a lot of people who are engaged in these enforcement actions, and we don't know, are they federal? Are they contractors? Are they local law enforcement? And so we're requiring that people not have to wear masks except for some very limited exceptions, and that there be identifying information ensures that we know who is involved here. It's also critical to uphold our state and local laws, including our sanctuary law, SB 54, which says that local law enforcement are not going to be involved in immigration enforcement. So this is, I think, furthering the state's efforts to ensure legitimate law enforcement purposes and to protect Californians.
So the idea is that it's all about protection. Big Daddy government wants to come in and make sure that the big bad policemen aren't hurting the wrong people. And he said a lot there. And once again, it's all in the guise of it's for your safety. First and foremost, Leaflet, do you have any thoughts on what he just said?
I mean, the only reason to really want, I mean, they have like badge numbers and stuff, right? I mean, I would agree with like, okay, maybe there should be like more accessible identifying information. Like maybe the badge number is like easier to see, or they have like a patch that shows like their badge number. But the only reason to actually like want to identify them, like, like their face is in order to basically scare them by putting them up into dangerous situations, like them and their family, right? Like why else would you need that?
I think you're 100% right. And he says something here about transparency. I want to play this part one more time.
Legitimate law enforcement officials would welcome, putting in safeguards to ensure transparency and accountability. And I think the concern is a lot that's happening.
So he says put in safeguards to ensure, safety and accountability. And I think that's, yes. Wouldn't it be nice, just throwing this out there, wouldn't it be nice if the police officers showed up and they could see other people's faces as opposed to their faces being covered? Yes, Blabs?
No, I'm agreeing with you 100%. I think it's stupid. If you're going to like ban masks and everything for law enforcement, then you should do the exact same for all public people going around, going on buses, metros, whatever. It's like you're going to a protest and you're completely covered up. You can go and vandalize and do whatever the hell you want. But the law enforcement are the ones that can't wear their masks. Like, they're the ones actually like obeying the law. Well, at least they should be, since they're law enforcement. It's like, what backwards ass clown bullshit is this? So fuck them.
I think we're long past the idea of I know we have a couple people in our chat that say like they wear a mask for if they get sick, right? The idea that they're wearing it for other people's protection, right? We've seen a lot of studies that say like those like little flimsy masks like pretty much do next to nothing, right? And going back, it's been 5 years. Hopefully we have some data on that, right? But for now, once again, people are just using it for protection and because they don't want their faces recognized, right? And I think that's the one thing about these law enforcement is they're going in and they're doing an unpopular job, right? Specifically when it comes to like ICE, they're going in and they're doing something that is not seen as popular within these communities and removing people that shouldn't be in these communities that got there illegally or whatever. So naturally, people are going to be very upset about that. So it makes sense to cover their faces going into a situation based off, because of what you said, Leaflet, the idea of potentially doxing them, doxing their families, going in and threatening their families. I think you open up an entire can of worms, and the level of lawlessness would escalate dramatically if this thing was pushed through. This is from Courthouse News, right? The idea of, a bill with, mask off for enforcement here. And once again, this is to San Francisco. This is based out of San Francisco, and San Francisco is just an S-hole, on top of this. I mean, I can't even believe it. I can't even believe what San Francisco has become. It was one of the prettiest cities in the world 20 years ago, and now it's just nuts. I have people who I know that still live in San Francisco, and they're trying to leave, but they said how much that city has fallen in the last 5-6 years, literally avoiding poop on the street, avoiding needles, druggies all over the place. The homelessness is just insane, and people are done with it in San Francisco, or at least some people are done with it. Others are just kind of living with it. But like I said, there's been a lot of rallies. This ICE stuff that's been going on, everything in LA, the anti-ICE protest. But it is now, Leaflet, it has now made its way over into video games. Yes. And of all places, it's in Roblox. Have you seen this?
I have not seen this.
Yes. It says hundreds, if not thousands, of kids and teenagers are staging anti-ICE protest rallies and even in-game riots across Roblox servers. Watch as hundreds, if not thousands, of kids and teenagers across the country take to Roblox servers to organize and stage virtual protests against ICE.
Oh, LARPing.
Yes, they are. The movement, coordinated through group chats, is rapidly gaining traction, especially in Brookhaven, Roblox's most popular server. At the same time, some players are role-playing as ICE agents, conducting raids on illegals, and even opening fire on anti-ICE protesters within the game.
This is just a game.
Oh my gosh. So here's this. I'm gonna turn down that music here, and you can see the people. They have their protest line that they're up. They got their there's a lot of irony here, because that does look a lot like real life, and just people squirming and jumping up and down saying, "We're so upset," and then but never crossing the line. They got a cop car on fire over here. Oh my gosh, how insane is this? I guess, Leaflet, do you think the people who are LARPing as the ICE agents, are they going to be doxxed, or will people go after them because they're
We're gonna find out their emails?
Yeah, they're gonna be like, "Oh, we're gonna find you, tell you where your mom's at." Oh my gosh, look at this. This guy is Mexico. Hold on, this guy is Mexico for life right here, which is wonderful. And this guy simply just named ICE right here. So there we are. We have art imitating life, as it so often does. Blabs, would you help stage a protest in your favorite video game?
No. Wait, what does that even accomplish? Nothing. Except a meme on the internet. I'm too busy for that shit. Like, seriously, let's be real. If you're doing that, you really have no time. Like, you have all the free time in the world.
Well, yeah,
Obviously.
it's right. What are kids doing? They're replicating what they're seeing on the news or what their parents are talking about. You know, that's exactly what they're doing. They're seeing what they're seeing on social media, and they're going. It's very clown world here.
So I wonder, like, how much of that is actual protest, and how much of it is just like, hey guys, let's just like LARP it, because like there people play those games, right? Like,
Yeah.
like those role play servers where people pretend that they're, you know, like the police, and then you have people breaking the law.
Yep.
Those are really popular. So like, what if they're just doing that? It's just a game, and none of them actually care about any of this.
Yeah, maybe there's definitely a possibility of that. I mean, it's certainly, as I said, it's organized through the big server there. So I don't know. It's amazing to see. And once again, these are like, let's just say 12, 13-year-old kids. Like they have no idea what they're talking about. And you know, a lot of the people down there, they're just upset. You know, you see these interviews with these kids who are like, I'm really pissed at this. I'm down here to protest, whatever. And they're like, oh, really? Tell me about this. And they're like, my friend told me to come, so I'm here. You know, they have no idea what they're talking about.
I think like the one problem with it is like I guess they might be indoctrinating the kids into like that kind of ideology, but like I mean the solution is actually really easy. It's like you just parent your kids, you know. You see your kid playing this, you just like knock it off. Like, what are you doing, you know?
Well, 100%. The problem is that some of those parents are parenting their kids to be little activists in Roblox. They're like, you should
whole different problem.
rise up, right? I'm waiting for a guy to come around like and totally Grand Theft Auto it, fly around in a helicopter and just take everybody out or drive through them with their cars or something like that.
If it was more accurate, they would actually be shooting at each other.
That's right. That's
on
right.
accident.
Well, I'll tell you what. It's been interesting to watch all the chaos over there, but you know, there's been a lot of talk about law enforcement and stuff, but there is, luckily, courtesy of AI, a brand new law enforcement agency that's coming called have you heard about the new law enforcement agency, the Tactical Women Assaults Team? Leaflet, have you heard about this?
I think I know the video you're talking about.
Yes, this is a brand new courtesy of Los Angeles is deploying it. Let's go see exactly what's going on here. I'm sure this is going to end well.
At Gen Z PD, we have disbanded the SWAT team. We don't support the patriarchy. That is why we have started the Tactical Women's Assault Team. The TWAT team consists only of the best Gen Z women the department has to offer. We have had 0 uses of force. However, our on-duty vehicle collisions have increased massively, and violent crime is through the roof. Our TWAT team consists of me.
What's she got bubble wrap around her head? Like, what is this?
The pink helmet.
Yeah.
TWAT team consists of me, Officer Lizzie, the liability Carter, and Captain Becky Beefer.
Becky Beefer.
She's got a COVID mask on. Do you remember the face shields? Oh my god.
Becky Beefer. Oh my god, that's amazing.
It's hilarious.
When cops need help, we are who they call. We are the best of the best. A lot of you were calling our police department a joke in my last video, so I have one question for you. Who's laughing now?
Still us.
So perfect.
It's really amazing. Yes. This is who they think they are, which is the best thing about it. The satire of this is spectacular. Notice the subtle things like the pink and blue on the vest, obviously the blue hair. She's running with a leaf blower of all things.
Just gonna blow everybody away.
I saw somebody was out there with a leaf blower because they wanted to make sure the tear gas never reached them. So I guess it's a thing, the TWAT team here. So look, you guys can stay safe with all these wonderful women ready to protect you. This is something that it's so funny that, I mean, when you see these people out on the street, this is in their mind. This is how they visualize themselves, like they're making a difference. It's absolutely spectacular. And they say AI is only used for bad things. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Anything to close there, Blabs or Leaflet?
No, I think it's amazing.
Excellent.
I love all the memes coming out of AI.
It's great. I'm with you on that. Give it up for VCR Betamax, who says, hi, Oshi, Blabs, and Craig. I recommend the game Lyrian Chronicles for side scrollers. It's made by a crazy gun nut. And you guys, are you guys excited for Spaceballs 2? Go Bandits. Did you see the Spaceball 2 announcement, Leaflet?
I did not. No.
Oh,
I didn't even see the trailer. Like, I knew about it on Friday when it happened, or Thursday, whenever it was. I haven't even watched the trailer yet. Honestly, I can't be bothered. I don't think it's gonna be any good.
I bet it's gonna be hilarious.
In a good way or in a bad way?
Yeah, in a good way. I bet Spaceballs.
I hope so, but
Spaceballs is a movie that, if you go back and watch it today for the first time, which Blaz, maybe we should. Just saying.
I've already seen it as a child, so it's not the first time.
Right, but how long is? I mean, it's been
like 20 years, probably.
Right. So I think if you go back and watch it with fresh eyes, you'll laugh at it, but it won't be as funny as everybody, as everybody remembers. I think there's definitely some rose-colored nostalgia, rose-colored glasses associated with it. But yeah, man, that's outstanding. And yes, they're definitely bringing it back, which is cool. Hayden came in and says, happy birthday, Craig. A free suggestion. When you do another event with a VTuber commentator, there needs to be a speaker so participants can hear the wit as well. Kirsche had some bangers. It would be a great improvement. Yeah, so we're definitely going to do that moving ahead, make it to where everybody can hear it. Like, so this first time doing it, it was meant to be just kind of like a broadcast, like when you would watch a sports game, right? Where most of the time, the people who are competing can't hear what's being said over the broadcast. So, yeah, but she was on fire for sure. It was great. Easy Sleazy says Wendy's grilled cheeseburger. Look it up. I can't describe it because YouTube. Wendy's grilled cheeseburger. I mean, I know what a cheeseburger looks like. Thank you. Mata says, hey, bada bing. What's this about Blabina being racist just for asking ethnicity? I said, ching chong bing bong to Phil and talk about Ebonics and Flawed. I think Blabina is good. Arrivederci. Well, thanks, Modest. Appreciate your concern right
It's
there.
like that time with one of the royal family members asked Meghan, what do you think the baby's going to look like? Because, like, obviously Meghan isn't 100% white. And she was like, that's racist. It's like, how? That's like asking, do you think the baby's going to have blue eyes or not? It's like, what the hell?
I think you should absolutely open up all conversations with everybody you meet, Blabs, with
what's your Asian?
Yeah, or like, what kind of Asian are you?
What kind of Asian? The good or the bad?
Nothing would. Wow.
I'm only joking, man.
Took that to the next level there, Blabs, didn't you?
I'm only joking. I thought I would.
Please, Blabs, what are the bad Asians? Please tell me more.
The ones that are rude. That's it.
Okay.
Just like there's the bad whiteys and the bad Asians, the bad Mexicans, the bad everything. The rude ones.
Leaflet, is that accurate? Are there bad Asians?
There's bad kinds of all people.
Okay.
Got him.
Well, you should open up all conversations with that. Are you the bad whitey or the good white? 90 Dragoons came in with the $50 direct donation. Says, the kind of whitey I am. My immigrant grandpa with many greats before him bought our land from Spain before the Mexican Revolution in 1810. I am genetically Texan. I don't care what came before me. Happy birthday, young man. Let's go. Thank you so much, 90 Dragoons. Appreciate that from one Texan to another. It's excellent. Tenarian says, I'd be curious to see if there's a smaller white minority than me. I'm Freros, and there's only about 50K of us. Yes, Tenarian lives out in the middle of the ocean. So, yes, you may be right there. All right, let's go ahead and move on. We have, oh, boy. Do we want to get to this Renaissance video here?
I mean, we could, or we can save for Arch since we showed him the first one.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
That's excellent. Oh boy. Listen, I'm very excited about this. Very, very excited. Hold on, let me make sure we're all queued up for this. Got to make sure we're good here. All right, guys, today's episode is brought to you by Raid effing Shadow Legends. Play the music. Boom. Hey, Raid Shadow Legends is here. We're ready to go. Here's the deal. They're sponsoring today. And if you're into mobile or PC RPGs, hey, they got a pretty stacked offer for new players right now. If you use our link, you're going to get 3 champions for free, including Tagoar. Raw, there he is right there. Tayrel when you hit level 15, and a legendary of your choice using codes like Demon Slayer, Monkey King, and Get Loki, and more. Oh my gosh. Plus silver. WAP. Play it again. Let's go. I need more music. Where's my music at? WAP. Plus silver XP boost, skill tomes. The starter bundle is worth about $60, and you only get it through that link. The game's on mobile, PC, and Mac. You can summon champions, run dungeons, fight in the arena. Keep playing it, Blabs. Keep the loop going for everybody. It's Raid Shadow Legends. Let's go. And build out a team who, however you want. If you're into it, awesome. If not, you're wrong. But if you jump in, again, the link is in the description and the pinned comment. Everybody, today, right now, stop what you're doing. Click the link. And go play. Yes, there it is, Raid Shadow Legends. Let's stink and go, everybody. Thanks to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring today's episode of Side Scrollers. Run it back, baby. Oh, yeah. Great stuff. Woo! Blabs, how you feel about all that? Feeling good about that?
Yeah.
Me too. Let's go.
Do I do it again?
No. That's good. That's good. We've done it. Woo! We made it, guys. What's that, Leaflet?
Congrats on making it.
We did it, everybody. Raid Shadow Legends is here. Use the link in the description in the pinned comment today. And you know what? I'm going to put this up in the corner over here to make sure everybody sees it because, hey, we need to make sure it's there. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Get up there in the upper right corner. I'm even going to put a QR code on screen. Forgot to do it. There it is right there. It's like animated. It's supposed to be animated, but it has a QR code. So click it up there. That's great. Let's go. We did it. We did it, everybody. I'm going to keep it up there for the next right there. There you go, Blabs. Let them know. Thank you very much. Everybody got it? You got it? You click the link? Let's go. Thanks, guys.
Hey.
Appreciate that. That's excellent. Let's think and go with that. Raid Shadow Legends is here, baby. Let's go. All right. Let's go and move on. Did you see the story, Leaflet, about everything that was going on with Legend of Zelda and the rumors that Hunter Schafer could have been cast as Princess Zelda? Did you see all that a couple weeks ago?
What? I have not.
Oh, okay. So Hunter Schafer, Blabs, if you can pull up some Hunter Schafer for Leaflet, that'd be great. There were rumors floating around a couple weeks ago that Hunter Schafer, who is an actor, who is a biological male, could potentially be cast as Legend of Zelda or of Zelda right here. And this is the big talk was, hey, now it turns out this rumor was being thrown out by her casting, her like representation. And it was just kind of to get the, I say her, Hunter Schafer's representation.
Right? Let's try to get banned off of Twitch.
Yeah.
Ellen Page is a woman.
Yes, there you go. Okay. See ya, Twitch. It's been good. We will not censor. But it was all thrown out after Hunter Schafer's representation was like, hey, we just want to see if there's feelers out there for this. Well, it turns out that Legend of Zelda movie has apparently begun casting the roles of Zelda and Link. And the studio is looking for actors between the ages of 16 and 23, which I think makes sense. Leaflet, are you a Zelda fan?
Yes. But
Yes.
I haven't really followed like much of like live action like sort of stuff. I'm kind of more of a is this like a Hollywood movie? Like this isn't like a Netflix adaptation or anything like that. This is like an actual movie.
This is an actual live action Legend of Zelda movie, which is the next step in the Nintendo cinematic universe. So yes, it's a big deal, very big deal. This is going to be coming in what they say 2027, Blabs, or 2026.
I think it was 2027 or late 2026.
Yeah, but they just changed the release date on it already, which they kind of got all that locked in. But first and foremost,
yeah, 2027. March 26th.
There you go. So I think they actually moved that to May. Actually, they
Well-
they delayed it like 6 weeks
Oh, yeah.
already.
So it's basically, let's just say spring of 2027.
Yeah. So Sony's going to be producing this, but I do think that looking for actors between these ages makes sense for both Link and Zelda. You can have them play, young Link while still looking young, while and allowing them to age as Link gets a little bit older. So I don't know, Leaflet. First and foremost, your thoughts on this is your first time hearing it, I guess, a live action Legend of Zelda movie.
What's did they say anything about the which game or what timeline it's going to be, or it's just kind of like it's just a Legend of Zelda, like generic, like?
Yes, it is just a Legend of Zelda movie. They haven't talked about what game in particular, what timeline, or anything like that. We know very little about it, actually, outside of the fact that they're now casting for actors between the ages of 16 and 23. But the reason why this is interesting is because Hunter Schafer, who was the rumored, Legend of Zelda princess dude, is 26 years old. So Hunter Schafer is out of the window, as you can see Kongman Lee over here saying, thank God. So, so it looks like that rumor has been officially crushed here. When it comes to like a Legend of Zelda movie, Leaflet, what would you like to see in a movie like that? And what game in particular would you like to see it based off of?
Man, it's kind of rough because like how do you like make a movie out of like how do you take the story of Zelda, which is like this epic adventure that like spans different small adventures into like finally getting to the final boss and defeating, like how do you make a movie about that? Like every single individual like the plots of the games are like really long, right? Like stories. And it's like how do you get anyone on like for instance, if you want to do Ocarina of Time, like how are you going to do that like in like a reasonable amount of time?
I think on top of that, like no matter what you do, you're going to make somebody mad.
Yep.
You can make the best Legend of Zelda movie ever, and it's still like there's so much source material there, and someone's gonna be like, well, what about this? What about this? They left this out. I think it's like making a Mario game in 1990 or making a Mario movie in 1993 when there's like three games out, right? And the idea is you got to jump and hit the jump and hit the coins and stuff and save the princess. That's one thing. But making a game now that's making a movie that's now a franchise that's 40 years old, and like there's different fan bases inside the Zelda universe. Some people like the overhead version of Zelda. Some people like the 3D version of Zelda, right? And there's so many different stories that are told in Zelda. And Link is so many different ages. Zelda is so many different ages that, man, I just don't see how this is going to be like a win-win for them at all. But
I'm surprised they're taking the risk to go live action, right? Because they did so well with Mario already, and like with that target audience, right? It's like Mario, and then like kids doing like a fun, like family friendly, like story kind of traditional kids show, and that did really really well. But like going live action, like are they going for like a more gritty, like older audience or something like that? Like it just seems like a huge risk to me that they're doing that rather than just doing like, I don't know, like an animated Link doing like a small little adventure story kind of, like a just like a kid's like adventure story, right?
yeah, dude, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. I think going live action is a big L personally. And like when you think about Mario being animated, it allows you to keep the same voice actors. It allows you to, as people get older, the characters never age when it's animated. Right. And they can do that with Zelda. Yeah, just like VTubers. Right. Exactly. Which is why I'm going to be announcing my VTuber transition here very, very soon. At a certain age, I'm just going to need to be a VTuber, I think. I'll need to seriously explore that. But yeah, I think this is one of those things where I'll be very intrigued to see how the general audience takes this. I think the Zelda fans will hate this movie. I think that the normie audience will think it's just like a fun experience,
it's so weird, man. Cause like they had such a big W with Mario,
mm-hmm.
and rather than being like, okay, like let's make more of that, they're like, why don't we just experiment? And it's like, they risk just like this movie bombing and then ruining the I guess acceptance that video games movies have gotten from the Mario thing. And Mario and Sonic actually, right? Both of those who did really well.
Yeah. Sonic's done exceptional, right? And
Mhm.
even you go back and you look at like James Marsden between the first and third Sonic movies. You know, you can at a certain point people age, right?
Yep.
Sonic never will, which is, you know, great. But yeah, it's really amazing to see the decision of just like a live action. Like you wonder if Shigeru Miyamoto was the one behind. He's like, we need to make this live action, and maybe he's just wrong, and maybe he's just wrong right here. I think that may be the case, but I guess we'll see in 2 years from now when Legend of Zelda the movie is released. I think we are going to see a Mario 2 before we see Legend of Zelda. We'll see the animated version, which, you know, cool. Is there any Nintendo franchise that you think like needs to be made into a movie, or you'd like to see made into a movie?
I'd love Mother Earthbound.
Oh,
I would love that, but I don't know if it can be done.
yeah,
That's the one that would get me if they did that.
Let me show you. Sorry, I'm back here. Let me show you a couple things I got. We actually had pull off my shelf here. My shorts. I got my shorts on today. I have
Oh man.
check that son of a gun out right there.
Wow, unopened.
Unopened Mother 2.
How much is that worth?
I don't know. You know, on price charting, they don't have this. Now, this is a resale, and it's sealed up. This is how you buy it in Japan, right? They seal it up so nice. So I bought this for 2,079 yen when I went to Japan several years ago, and I'm sure it's gone up in price dramatically. Which when I bought this, I was like, oh my gosh, it's so expensive. But yeah, pretty good stuff. And we actually had a normal man send us this the other day in a PO box, which was great. This is a homebrew of Mother 3 for the GBA. So this is pretty cool as well. You can love to see things like this. So very, very cool. Yeah.
Wow.
So I know with you being a fan of Mother, wanted to show that off to you right there. So
that's awesome. Actually,
yeah.
I don't know how they would do it though. If they wanted to do it would have to be like kind of funny, you know, it'd be like have to be like a sort of Sonic-ish maybe.
Yes, like, and I think that's the biggest issue that Nintendo has with all of their stuff is there's so much tied to people's nostalgia that, you know, it goes back to what I said about Zelda. Like, I don't know how you win. I don't know how you win with any of this stuff. You know, Mario's such a basic adventure, but you know, save the princess. You know, fight Bowser, save the princess. But there's so many branching stories in all these games, and you know, the way that you may read text in a game, you know, like in Mother, even just voice, you know, casting someone's voice is gonna be like, that's not how I heard it in my head.
Yeah.
You know, it's like people were really upset when Seth Rogen was cast as Donkey Kong, and people were like, like that doesn't sound like Donkey Kong, you know? So
they should have done Metroid if they wanted to do a live action, because Metroid, like, she's like a bounty hunter. You could have done any number. You could have made like a completely original story, because like I'm sure you know about Zelda. It's like a timeline. There's like loops and stuff, and there's like different ages and like which things happen.
Yep.
But if they did like something like Metroid, if they wanted to go live action, like they could have done whatever they wanted with it, right? She's just a bounty hunter. She's a bounty hunter in space. You could have done anything.
You man, oh man, yes. I obviously would love to see Metroid made into a movie, and I feel like that's, you know, Metroid was themed off of Aliens, you know, from the 80s, right? That was definitely deeply inspired, and obviously with Samus being a woman instead of a man, you would think that that also was inspired by Ripley in Aliens. You know, like that's the thing. Back in the day, those games were inspired by existing media. So you know, you see that stuff, and it just almost kind of coming full circle when it comes to you know, the movie that's based off of the game, or the game that's based off the movie becoming a movie. It's in its own thing. So pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Blabs, is there a Nintendo franchise that you'd like to see turn into a movie?
Honestly, no, because Nintendo wasn't really my thing as a child, right? Like, I just never played any of these games, hence the Blabs
Wii
versus
Sports?
stuff. I mean, yeah, but like, what could you possibly do that? Like, all the Mii's come to life or something? Like, I don't know. It would be like, you know, like the Barbie doll thing with Lindsay Lohan, where, you know, her Barbie comes to life, like all the Mii's come to life, come out of the Wii. I don't know.
What about you guys? What Zelda or what Nintendo franchises would you guys like to see turned into a movie or maybe like a Netflix series or something like that? Just a reoccurring, you know, Castlevania saw its own Netflix series. That did pretty well for a while. So just throwing it out there.
You know, there was this funny thing where you know, there was people talking about like women being sexualized in video games, and someone told me like one time like how they should just do things like Samus did. Like she never gets sexualized. I'm like, did you even play the NES one? Do you even know about Justin Bailey?
Right. Do you know how the game is actually supposed to end? Like it was that was literally the Easter egg. That was the carrot at the end. If you beat the game in under an hour, you get Samus in a bikini. Yeah. I mean, come on. That was so good back in the even on the Super Nintendo, you know? Let me see if I can pull this. Let's see. Metroid best endings. Blabs, have you ever did you know this at the end of the Zelda games? If you did at the end of the Metroid games, if you did well, Samus would be revealed as number one, a woman, but also she would take off her outfit. Like people flipped. I'm not gonna say flip for this, but like this was dangled the carrot at the end. Wow, look at that right there. Let's go.
It's cool. Yeah.
It is cool. That's right. It is cool.
Fun Easter egg.
Then we got the ending of Super Metroid here. You got to get 100%. Oh, that's there we go. Let's see. Where are you? There it is. Yes, she's in a sweet one piece again or two piece. Like they totally sexualized Samus. You're 100% right, Leaflet. 100%. But
There was a code where you could play as her and like without the suit.
yeah.
In the first Metroid.
Yes, Justin Bailey. Yep, you can run around. That was great right there. All right. We'll move on to our next story here, but first, holy moly. Game Hunter Serious came in with the 99 Blabs, give him something good right here. It says, happy birthday, Craig. Don't worry, Craig. While I'm making the Asmongold Cross Kirsche JRPG, I'm making concept art of you based off your VTuber model, Dire Wolf with tribal tattoos plus Jake Gyllenhaal abs. Let's go. As post-game hidden bosses like Blabs, IXVI, who travel dimensions. There you go. Like that. I through XVI.
Yeah. No, you had it right. That's how I would say it.
Oh, okay.
XVI.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Game Hunter. That's beyond generous of you. Thank you very much for the birthday wishes. Yes, I look forward to seeing my wonderful washboard abs as a VTuber model. It's great. If you guys are just popping in for the first time in a long time, 18 months or so, we are live over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Stuttering Craig. If you guys have Amazon Prime and you guys like to support the show, you can literally give us your free Bezos bucks over there by using your Amazon Prime and syncing it up over there. We would appreciate that. It's great stuff. Guys, we do see all your super chats, all your direct donations. We're going to read every one of them, including this one from Eric Haya. Says, griftulations on your sponsorship. Let's go. It's my birthday. You can't be upset. It's good. Excellent. Thank you very much for that. Give it up for Tamishi, who gifted 5 Twitch subs. Love to see that.
Tamishi.
Let's go. Is that oh, excellent. Well, thank you very much, Tamishi. You're one of our friends, which is great. Bullet Shepherd says, I'm Scottish, Irish, German from Texas. So as white as you can get without burning out your retinas. So let's go. And I like the Spike Man gifted 5 memberships to the channel. Let's go. Are we having a gifting sub battle, gifting membership battle right now going on between YouTube and Twitch, and maybe even Kick will get in on that. Thank you guys very much. I saw let's see, where is it? We got a lot of yellows, guys. Oh, we have hit our Montez goal today. This is outstanding. Leaflet, you get to pick our Montez goal today. You need to pick a number between 1 and 15. 4. Oh, she
was ready.
2, 3, 4. Oh, this is the very first Montez animation we ever had. This is
really?
Yes.
Bitch! Montez!
right on the moon. Very first one. Yes, we did hit the Montez goal a little bit ago, and sorry for not getting that sooner, but we appreciate that and your support. Sparky says, Craig, one does not wish a franchise ending on Netflix. Castlevania and Devil May Cry were absolute garbage. There's no respect for the IPs they adapt. Never let Adi Shankar touch your beloved IPs. You know, he follows me. He's the guy who did the Devil May Cry series on Netflix, and he follows me. I thought about bringing him on just to see, just to be like, what'd you do? Why'd you do that? But maybe we'll get to that another time. What I do want to get to is the state of video game journalism. All right, Leaflet, do you know that video game journalists, like, there's only like 4 of them left, right? 4 video game journalists left, and the rest, you know, we all know it's like propaganda and stuff, but they just don't quite understand gamers. That's one thing that we've seen over and over again. They don't have a good feel of the industry from the consumer or customer side. Paul Tassi is one of those guys, or Tassi. I don't even know how to say his name.
Did I tell you I was a game journalist for a while?
What?
It's actually funny because I looked at, like, I remember like telling someone this and like looking it up, and I was like, whoa, I wrote a lot of things. I didn't actually remember it, but all I did was write news. I didn't write any like, this one's like, you know, like this one says something about society. I didn't do any of that. I just wrote news and guides. Like, this is how you play a game that's Japanese, but if you speak English, here's how you like. That was actually my most popular article. Was here's how you can play Fate Grand Order in English. That's
okay, that is valuable, right? Your articles are probably still making money because they're evergreen, right? They're not like screw the man, right? You know, or screw the gamers.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. See, that's video game journalism. That's important stuff right there. Guides, listen, we know Kotaku's making that transition right now. They're going to be going into guides in a major way. But so Paul Tassi, though, he writes for Forbes, and he'll let you know over here. In his he says, I write about games and TV for Forbes. It's fun. By the way, pick up my new book. So there we go. He says he had this tweet out here talking about Stellar Blade, because Stellar Blade is, man, this has been a big success. It was released on PC, and have you seen some of the mods for it, by the way?
I have, yes.
Just saying, pretty good. That's pretty good. But he had this. He says, the Stellar Blade curve is interesting, as you can see just how Asia focused it is. Prime gaming time in the West is pretty much its daily low point right over here. So he's pointing out that most people are playing it in Asia over here, and he's pointing out that Americans we just don't. It's not about the Americans and the chuds over here. It's about the Asians over here. And it's interesting to kind of see the response to this. You wonder, Leaflet, if this is the, in Blabs' words, good Asians or bad Asians.
Oh my God! You're making it sound like I said a certain part of Asians are bad, and I'm just like,
I know. I'm just giving you a hard time. Well, Hypnotic though came in, says nobody cares about what's where the sales come from until it's a game that destroys your narrative. Interesting how that works. Majority sales are from Asia. Literally nobody cares. The game is successful. I know you're not saying this is bad, but we all know the reason you're trying to point out something so goddamn irrelevant. When Baldur's Gate 3 was a success, no one ran around saying the majority of sales are from XYZ. Nobody cares. You guys only did this with Black Myth Wukong and Stellar Blade. Gee, I wonder why. Pointing out the difference between the two right there. Smash came in, just says Asians don't count as people anymore. what the fuck? Just kind of interesting to see. And he's received a lot of pushback here. He got ratioed by this guy Pixel Spawn. It says Wukong all over again. Why does this need to be pointed out? Who cares who's playing? The point is people are playing. Do Asian gamers not count for some reason? More Asian neglect? And Paul wanted to clarify himself. Says, the last time I'm posting this, regional expansion is a key piece of the story of the success of these games. It's a core part of Sony's strategy in this case, which they have stated explicitly. Suggesting it's being brought up for any other reason is ridiculous. So Paul's saying, whoa. It's not the issue here. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of interesting to kind of see like why even point this out, I guess.
I have a more basic question: Is this even true? Like the point that he's bringing up. So it's like it would be, so it's UTC, right? So that would be -6. Am I wrong?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like 6 a.m. Like you'd play it like before you go to work, right? People would play it before work.
Uh-huh.
You'd see like a spike there, and then 6 when people get back.
Right. Yeah, that's actually a good point. Is it even true? I don't know. Haven't dug that far into it. But just on the surface level, it's like why does it even need to be brought up? But still, but I'm sorry. Yes, Leaflet.
Oh no. Yeah. And that is a good point too. Of course, like why does it even need to be brought up? Like who cares? Right?
Well, what's interesting about this is Stellar Blade is, it's obviously been a hot button topic over the last, little bit, last year or so since it's been released, and people are like, oh, it's a chud game, and the reason why it's so successful is the chud game. And it did really well on award show, specifically the Real Game Awards. It did great. A lot of people love Stellar Blade, and except for PC Gamer, they're not happy about this game, and they just don't get it. They gave it a 68 out of 100. And this is from Molly Taylor over at PC Gamer, which we know PC Gamer is no longer personal computer gamer. It's just politically correct gamer. This is not my favorite rendition of sexy souped up soldier saving mankind over here. Now, Molly she stands by her words so much and her review so much that she has since been gone protected over on X.
Well, here's the thing about that. So when I was looking her up last night, I don't know when she went protected, right? So she could have been protected for like 6 months or whatever. I just find it ironic that you would go and link your Twitter account to your workplace. So like her little profile on PC Gamer, it links to her Twitter, and then it's protected. It's like, well, that makes no sense because clearly you're advertising you're on Twitter. So why are you going behind protected tweets now? Like, I would understand if you have protected tweets and you just want to follow only certain people want to follow you, and you're like, all right, I'm just private Twitter, But why are you putting in your bio then? That makes no sense. Just saying, that's weird.
Yeah, I hear that. I think that does make sense. But she's not a fan, and you can see once again. You can see her post over here and going protected and such. But what's also interesting about PC Gamer is they are not, just in general. PC Gamer has not been a fan of Stellar Blade in general. They've really gone out of their way to kind of push this narrative. Joshua Woolens over on PC Gamer says, this is the title of it: Gooner Game of the Year Stellar Blades mods are 41% smut. Enduring gamers will never see the light of heaven here. Now, that seems like a pretty heavy, heavily loaded title right there. Trying to draw some eyes on what they're doing. You said you've seen some of these mods here, Leaflet. Your impression? Do you think that the people who have looked at those will ever see the light of heaven?
I mean, if they want to mod their game, then like, who cares? Why are they so obsessed with it? Like.
Right. Now, the irony of this is the exact same journalist, and I use that with quotations, had this headline from Baldur's Gate 3 Blabs. I'm going to let you go ahead and read this one.
All right, so Baldur's Gate 3's bear sex scene was such an upward turn in the momentum for the game that it's how Animator called his mom to show it off. She was like, that's weird.
Well, his mom was right. That is weird. But the irony that he's writing about this, how good this scene where you could get busy with a bear.
Weird.
Thank you. There's a lot of irony in that. It's the same guy who's right here, but I just don't think that we should be taking really any stake in what Joshua Woolens has to say and whether or not you're going to get to heaven based off of the title of these articles here and how these go here. So,
like one question I do have is it's a kind of, so gaming is, there's so many different genres of games.
Mhm.
And these people that they review like a game like Stellar Blade and give it a bad review, do they even play like the games that are like Stellar Blade, like in gameplay? Like what does she play? I think it was on her bio earlier that you were showing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like this happens a lot. Like for instance, like if you were to tell me like, yeah, Leaf, like, can you review the new Sims game? I don't really play Sims games, right? So like, it might not be up my alley, right? Or maybe the game was too hard for them, or something along those lines, right? It's hard to
Right. If you're
found
not,
additional line MMO. So she's an MMO gamer.
sure.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she's she can often be found causing mischief in Final Fantasy 14 right there. So that's good. She also loves rhythm games and pretending to be good at fighting games. So there we go. But she also, going back to her review here, with her 68, she said exciting combat and a plethora of sexy costumes can't totally save Stellar Blade's middling story and occasional questionable level design here.
Okay, so the issues with the all right.
Yeah. She says, I can only assume people are willingly plowing through for the sake of seeing protagonist Eve's bum jiggle physics around in a skin-tight suit for a bit longer. I feel like that's really like degrading to the average gamer. Just that statement as in general. If you think that people are just sticking around to play the game a little bit longer for that's the reason why they're playing it. I don't know.
They can just play a game dedicated to that. Why would they need to do that for Stellar Blade?
Right. Or just open up their phone and search whatever it is you want to search for online and find all the porn you want. I'm just saying, it's crazy. So I did want to point out, speaking of Joshua Wollens here over at PC Gamer, I mean, he does immediately link to his Blue Sky over on X. So it is important to let everybody know what's going on over in Joshua Wollens. You can find him over on Blue Sky, which, as we know, Blue Sky has Blue Sky is the home of the most stable people in the world. So it's interesting to see kind of the I guess the justification that these people have for the success of Stellar Blade. And it's not about the game that people enjoy. It's clearly because she's a sexy female character, and all men are bad and gooners, and all they just want to see all the sexy outfits and such. Which it's like, come on, dude, what are we doing? So silly to say the least. You got anything to close on that, Blabs?
Fuck 'em.
All right, there you go.
I mean, girls were wilding out over Baldur's Gate, so like.
Right.
It's not like it's a man-specific thing, like.
Listen, everybody, like, I hate to break it to you, like, people, like, girls like good-looking guys, and guys like good-looking girls. It's amazing how that works out. There's the old saying, sex sells. It's true. It's true. Why do you think we have me on my show? Just saying. Come on, let's go. Right, Blabs?
I want to vomit right now.
Gay. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I just had to do that. Speaking of gay, did you see?
Wow.
What? Don't do that. Did you see that? It took about half the month, but finally, Square Enix is celebrating Pride Month as truly needs to be done. As Square Enix celebrates Pride Month this year with a sweepstakes. You have a chance to participate for free to win fun prizes, including a special manga starting set. Click the link to see how to enter. Now, here it is right here. Here's their Pride Monthly sweepstakes. You can see all the wonderful things that they're giving away over here. Let's go to zoom in a little bit here. They got this little guy that they turned into some sort of like, I don't know, Minna right here. Super gay. And all the colors here. The Pride Month shirt over here, which, hey, I think the flag is now wrong at this point. I think. Isn't the flag wrong now? I feel like
it had like a triangle in it.
Yeah, I thought so too. Maybe it's always evolving here. And then of course there's the starter series led by I Think Our Son Is Gay over here. That's one
Seems
of the
like a comedy.
Right. Seems like a comedy for sure. And I'm sure that with them standing behind being so passionate about this cause, and then the Pride Month sweepstakes, they'd want all sorts of people talking about, oh wait, they changed the nobody can respond to this, which, hey, it's amazing to see how this works out here. Leaflet, all these companies, it seems like Square Enix is truly trying to hold on. They may be the last in the gaming space to hold on to all this, and but you see the responses to this. Like this year, it definitely feels like Pride has died in June. I don't know. Do you want to talk about that a little bit? What you've seen, your experiences?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not as crazy as before. A lot of companies aren't doing the logo thing. They're not being super open about it. Yeah, definitely.
As pointed out over here, says, so you don't care about Men's Health Awareness Month, but insist on this. Corporations just pander and lose money. It's hilarious. You bring this on yourselves. I agree with Kieran over here. Thank you, Kieran, for saying that. This is obviously the pandering is real here. And like, is there maybe I'm missing out on something, but like, does like the gay, lesbian, trans community just have tons of money and they're able to float the support for this? Like, it's a very small percentage of people.
Government funding.
Oh, true.
You think that's what we're seeing here from Square Enix? Government funding?
Some of it, or they're funded by private companies that have a fuck ton of money to play with. Soros. What was that?
And we're banned off Twitch. Congratulations. You did it. No, we're not. We're good. Once again, we will not change what we say or how we say it, just based off of Twitch and whatever. But it's interesting to see kind of them continuing to hold on. They're trying. This feels very 2020, and they're trying to. It's Blabs, as you say, they're trying to bring Fetch back.
And cool. It's doing terribly. Fun fact: on the plane the other day, there was like this lesbian couple.
Oh.
And one of them was kind of like rude to me in the bathroom right outside when we were about to go on board on the plane. I was trying to
real quick, before you got on the plane or on
yes,
the plane?
Before I got onto the plane.
Okay.
So I was in the bathroom waiting to get paper towels to dry my hands. And this lady was just standing in front of the thing, not even moving to the side so I could like get in there. And she just was so rude. And like she had all these rainbow bracelets on. And then she ended up sitting first class. So I walked past her and her wife. And of course I hear
they do have money, first class money.
And then I was texting this to Eric because Eric saw the whole saga in the first place because they were sitting right next to us at the gate because we were waiting to board, and one of them was telling the other person because obviously it's like maybe that wasn't first class. It was like the first business class, I guess, like very, very first row after first class. So still you're up front anyway-ish. Anyway, so they were telling the other person, they're like, oh yeah, we just came back from a honeymoon in Alaska. And like the wife, one of the wives has like this Pride t-shirt, love and everything on. And then the butch one, the one that I met in the bathroom, had all these bracelets and everything. And I'm like, oh, it's your personality, isn't it? Anyway, that's kind of funny.
So they were mean to you?
Well, the first one was rude in the bathroom because she wouldn't let me get paper towels. And I had to wait for her.
Sorry, I had to wait 5 seconds to get your paper towels, Blabs.
Well, I mean, if you see someone waiting for you, don't you just have some sort of courtesy and just shuffle on over a little bit so the other person can get their stuff? Like that's what I do that. Like, oh, I'm in your way. I'm sorry, or say sorry or something. No, she's like,
Well, thanks for your bravery, Blabs.
Yeah.
Fighting through that. I appreciate that greatly.
Welcome.
Golly. All right. Hey, Hell came in with the $50 direct donation. Hell, thank you very much. Says, happy birthday, Sir Stuttering. You should celebrate this day by playing Lyrian Chronicles. The blue-haired anime girl would love to traumatize your character.
Game.
I've heard really great things about this Lyrian Chronicles. I've heard wonderful things. Thank you, Hell. 10 out of 10 would play again, apparently. Do you want to talk about that really quick?
Oh
I
yeah,
know
that's
that,
just our game. If you like tabletop Dungeons and Dragons, you know how all the woke stuff happening with Dungeons and Dragons. You want a game that's not like that, then yeah, check out our game. It's free to play.
There you go.
RPG.angelsword.com.
There we go. We'll put a link to it down below. We talked about that last time. Let me tell you about a game that will not be free to play, and that is Borderlands 4.
Oof.
Yeah, oof. All right.
Nice segue.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's back up a little bit. If you recall, this was last month in May. There was a lot of talk just about 1 month ago where Randy Pitchford was responding to somebody about the $80 price tag, the potential $80 price tag here. And it was not responded to very well here. They were talking about the game here, and this guy says, Randy, the game better not be $80. Don't take that risk. A lot of gamers aren't going to pay $80 and feed this notion of constant increase of the price tag. You're the CEO. You have some say in the price when it comes to your publisher. He says, not my call. And then this is where things really got messy. He says, if you're a real fan, you'll find a way to make it happen here.
What a fucked up thing to say to like your fans, like
right.
Unreal, man. Like,
well, he saw he got all the smoke from that, man. He got thrown out, and people had no interest in hearing that. The idea of you being a real fan. And, Randy is once again, his net worth is well over $30 million. He is the CEO of Borderlands. And for him to kind of go off and be like, look, you'll find a way to make it happen. By the way, let me just throw about 10 grand here this way for whatever reason, it's very like out of touch. Right.
Yeah.
And it obviously got passed around in the news cycle here. People were not happy with this. He got rejected to half court by the gamers. You see IGN over here writing, doing articles, and this guy's face says a lot here. He's not wrong. And it goes back to kind of what Pokimane said about this. Let's see if we can relive the Pokimane meme here. This is more or less what Randy Pitchford was saying.
I know math is hard when you're an idiot, but like if you're a broke boy, just say so.
So Randy Pitchford essentially calling everybody broke boys once again, which nobody likes to be called that.
Sorry, why do they have so much disdain for people that don't have money?
I don't know. It's a really good question. You want to know why? Because they can't buy their game. They can't buy their game. They can't support them. So there's that. But after receiving all of the backlash leaflet over the past month or so, and despite Randy Pitchford saying, I have no say in the price of this, people were speculating it's $80. Yesterday, it was announced, courtesy of Randy Pitchford's ex, the big news: no price increase for Borderlands 4. The standard edition launches not at $80, but $69.99. They're showing you, so please show them. You can find links to pre-order Borderlands 4 PC and console versions at the store pages below here. And as this person pointed out, it's like this is literally a price increase of $10, right? From Borderlands 3. That was $60 when it came out, and they have increased the price to $70 here. So yes, it's not $80, but it is still a price increase here. And a lot of people are pointing out that this seems, as Colt says, seems like they changed from $80 to $70 after the backlash of Randy's comments. And this goes back to the idea of like bullying, like it works. We've seen this over and over again when it comes to social media. Like if you're upset about things, you can let your voice heard. If you don't think that the people over at Borderlands and Gearbox heard what people were talking about, this $80 price tag, and they were upset, and then they adjusted based off. I mean, he said it in his tweet. Going back to his tweet here. He says, they're showing you, wrong one. They're showing you, so please show them. It's like, by the way, it is very condescending. They're showing you. We'd love to hear your thoughts on that leaflet.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that these people they're condescending towards people that don't have money. It's like, I wonder if they've ever been in that position of, being poor, not having money. Because saying something like, oh, you're not a true fan because you can't afford it. It's like some people have to afford groceries. Some people have to pay for gas. some people have to pay for rent. Like some people are still struggling kind of like in the early game of life. And it's like, have these people not experienced this themselves? Like, what are they talking about? Everyone's been in a position where it's quite a pinch. And to say like, well, you're not a true fan if you're not gonna starve yourself. Like if you're gonna, you're gonna forego eating, and like you're gonna eat meager meals to afford our game. If you were a real fan, that's what you would do. You would eat gruel until you could afford our game. Like that's crazy. Like where did they even think that would go with the optics? And it's like I wonder like how do these people not realize that?
Well, what's interesting, what's even more interesting about this, even further here, Leaflet, is apparently this is from Wario64 over here. It says Borderlands 4 for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox up for pre-order at GameStop. Collector's edition is $149.99, but the collector's edition doesn't include the game.
Wait, not even like a digital version, or?
Well, this is it right here.
It says game sold separately in the bottom right.
Yes, right here. So you can get the Echo 4 bundle. You get a map. So it's just a bundle. This is games sold separately. Borderlands 4.
How the hell is it a bundle if you're supposed to be selling the game in the first place? That's the main thing to sell.
Yes. Borderlands 4 not included is required to redeem golden keys. Shift code must be redeemed by December 31st, 2030. It's pretty good. More information about redemption instructions. Well, here we go. So yes, when you buy the bundle, it doesn't even include the game. What?
Who decided this? This is a terrible marketing.
I don't understand how you can do that. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. How
really a bundle now, is it?
Yeah.
They should have called it something else. This is bad, like a bad at conveying the message of what it
it's
is.
very bad marketing.
Yes, the messaging is very poor, and I love that when you look at this, just the picture as a whole, you see all the things that you get, and then just kind of like tiny in the corner down here. Separately, just kind of tiny. So yeah, what do you actually get? Like what do you get a necklace? You got this Echo 4 figure with LED lights. Cool, man. But you don't get the game. So really, you're just buying a bunch of junk for your background if you stream. Jake Lucky says, following backlash from the game potentially costing $80, Borderlands 4 has announced the game will be $70 here. And Savvy does a good job of really kind of laying this out. She says, I love this. I love how they go from defending. And this is from Kotaku, by the way. Kotaku over here says Borderlands 4 reveals $70 price tag, proving all the drama was for nothing, which I think that's actually the exact opposite of what they proved here. The drama, I think, actually served its purpose here. The idea that it brought it down. So yes, a lot of people pointing out like this is very Kotaku of them right here. But it sure seems like that was the case. Savvy says, I love this. I love how they go, speaking of the Kotaku right here, I love how they go from defending AAA greed to crying about how AAA executives treat their staff bad or their bonuses are to blame for layoffs, right? They're going both sides of the argument here, and Savvy's doing a good job of pointing this out. So which is it? Are the $80 games good or bad for the industry? Do you want devs to listen to feedback or not? Maybe the drama caused it, given it was straight from the horse's mouth that, quote, real fans would pay the price. Are you activist or anti-capitalist? Or are you sheep licking the mud off your shepherd's boots? You were doing so good fading away, but is it like 4 of you left now? The 4 of you have a talent of making people laugh at you. Geez, Savvy, just relax. But yes, Kotaku going to bat for Borderlands 4. And I think this is a really good example, Leaflet, of just the internet always wins. Always. Blabs, you got anything on that?
No, I just find it all it's just so boring, like they're all just so stupid and it's all the same shit all the time. Like, I don't know, they're all boring with their personalities and their stupidity and their logic. Logic. Quotation marks.
The thing I get from this is like it's always a sorry, the cough.
Yeah.
It's like they just always say things that just make them they're the worst people. Like just the condescendingness towards like and it's like they always say this from like such a smug position. It's like so irritating.
I think you're right. I think that's the thing that people have the hardest time with is the condescending nature of it. And the way I think most people read it when Pitchford came out and was like, look, if you're a real fan, you'll find a way. I kind of saw it as him being like, if you're a real fan, you'll find a way. And then just kind of like putting his arms back.
the chin up and stuff.
You know, like one of those. Oh man. Well, I wonder how many real fans. My gut, I feel like it's gonna fail. I feel like Borderlands 4 is gonna drastically it's gonna sell. It's gonna sell, right? But I think it's gonna underperform. If you look at the trajectory of Borderlands 1 to 2 to 3, it has gone down. It's been a downward slope since the first one, and it's a pretty big drop off here. And they invested what $300 million into this game. Like that's a lot. You got to sell a lot of games to get there, and it'll probably make money. It'll do well, but I don't think it's going to perform as well as they hoped it would be. If that makes sense. So
it's all going to depend on the gameplay because like the gameplay is king. Like, is the game fun? Are people going to have fun playing it together? Those are the most important things with the game. As far as like optics, I mean, obviously they already have like a big brand behind them. People have played the previous games, so their marketing failing, I guess, it's not going to be like as catastrophic as it could be because there are people who are fans of the game and they don't really care about this stuff. But if the game is boring and it doesn't fulfill like being as fun as the previous games, then it's going to die. So I think that's the actual important thing.
Let's not forget that it was just about 1 year ago where the Borderlands movie was released. And that was a massive bomb over here. It grossed $33 million off of a $110 to $120 million production budget.
Ouch.
That's without advertising. So I just don't know if there's an appetite for Borderlands like there was 10, 12, 13, 14 years ago when the first one was released, maybe 15 years ago when it was released. So there's bigger competition since then, better games, better indie games. So yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. A lot of series fatigue
too, right? Like a lot of people getting like kind of tired of like sequels. So that might be just like bad timing for them as well.
Yes, I think you're right. And bad timing with drama, bad timing with everything. So yikes. All right. We do have a lot of support today, which is great. And we sincerely appreciate that here on my birthday. Once again, if you guys are just popping in, if you guys want to support, you can head over to twitch.tv/Stuttering Craig. We are live on Twitch today. Hello, Twitch. Good to see everybody. You can use your free Amazon Prime to support the show over there. We think that's pretty fun and cool, and we appreciate that. And you guys watching over on Kick, we see you guys as well over there. Hello, everybody over on Kick. There we are. Glad you guys have joined us. And of course, you guys watching over on YouTube, we appreciate you guys. Do we have any supers specifically for Leaflet?
Yes. Okay. So first one, I really just found this one. There's a few of them I got to get to. Sable says, this is for Leaflet, who is awesome. Not you, Craig, because Raid Shadow Legends is trash. But I guess happy birthday or something. So there's that. Yeah. Let me go back down. I got to find them. They're not in order. Hang on. Okay, here we go. Zap says, Leaflet, have you showed them your scar?
I have not.
Uh-oh.
I have a scar like the FN.
Uh-huh.
The rifle scar.
I was like, how do you get a VTuber to show a scar anyway? Unless it's drawn
like a camera. I like had it on camera.
Okay. All right, hang on. I gotta keep scrolling down to find them. Where is it? I just saw it. Okay, here's another one. Gear says, and yeah, Leaflet Genshin's worst English voice actors got fired.
Heard about that.
By the way, I'm sorry, real quick. I also didn't mention Rumble. Let's go, Rumble. Guys, glad you're with us today. Sorry. We're live everywhere. So,
poor Rumble. Don't worry, guys. I'm always watching.
Love you guys, Rumble. Appreciate you.
All right, hang on. There was another one. Sorry, I gotta keep finding all of them.
Yeah.
You guys are very supportive today. Scrolling. Where did it go? Oh, here we go. Leaf was a game journalist. Now we gotta ask the ultimate question. Did you beat the tutorial level of Cuphead?
I did.
Good. All right. I think that was everything for Leaflet, I think. And if I missed it, I'm really sorry, but there's 89 I'm currently looking at, trying to swindle through. So I think that's it.
Okay. Well, we have a lot of support today. Leaflet, I certainly don't want to keep you longer than you need
this
to
one.
be here.
Wonderful seeing
Don't
you
worry about
again,
it as long as-
Leaflet.
I'm not in the rush.
Okay, cool. Well, then let's get to some supers here. Thank you, Great White. I appreciate that greatly.
Okay.
All right, let's get to some supers and some direct donations and some bits and some rumble rants. Tenarian says, I doubt the Zelda movie will follow any game. Hoping for the Twilight Princess, though. Fitting it all into one single movie would be a bit much, and I doubt they'll risk a series. There is, however, a Dragon Quest V movie. The story felt rushed, though. I think they want to turn Zelda and all their video game franchises into movie franchises. I think that makes a ton of sense, personally. Tenarian also followed up, says, Samus might have been inspired by Masayo Kissy Toby from Baraduke. Also a sci-fi space game where the main character reveals herself to be a woman at the end. Kissy is also Dig Dug's ex-wife and Mr. Driller's mom. Tenarian, that's some interesting, useless knowledge, and I appreciate that. And Tenarian followed up one more time, says, funny how all the Gooner games the media takes issue with never have sex scenes, unlike their favorite games. I just found my own Ouya, my old Ouya. Wow. Leaflet, do you remember the Ouya?
Ouya. Oh, like the console thing?
Yes, the Ouya.
I remember that. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's good. I just found my own Ouya and my PS TV in the basement. Might try it out, see if it still works. I'll have my Poppy now, or alternative Leaflet yelling, yeehaw.
Yeehaw. Did you have an N-Gauge?
I did not have a taco.
Wait, what? Oh.
The N-Gauge looked like a taco. That was the whole bit of the N-Gauge, which is good. Blabs, let's get a little Poppy for Tenarian over here. There we go. There's Poppy just running up.
She was hiding for a second.
Yeah, she's just hanging out. And she arrives. Hello, Poppy. Great to see you. All right, guys, thank you again for the wonderful birthday wishes. Appreciate that. As you can see, my wife put together this wonderful banner behind my banner behind me. It'll be down tomorrow, so that's good. I'm having pizza tonight, Blabs. Real pizza.
I approve. Homemade.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Homemade pizza.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get to some supers. Fire away, Blabs.
All right, so West has been sending some weird tips over on Plus, and he says, Warrior64 reported that Sony has scrapped all PlayStation Network account requirements for their games on Steam. Games are now available in all regions. I trust Blabs will retract her previous comments. And then he links to Blue Sky, which, by the way, Warrior's on Twitter. But no, I will not retract anything because I said that statement a year ago when it still stood, right? That's how it works. Now, I'm glad if this is true that they are taking away the stupid-ass requirements, but I will not retract anything. Thank you very much.
Oh, Blabs, standing on principle.
Yeah, what the fuck am I supposed to retract from a statement that was accurate a year ago? Like, huh? Anyway, West also says, quick comment on the immigration protest. You'll know we can have open borders if we get rid of the welfare states. These people should be coined for that if they were serious in the 1800s. You could just show to the USA and stay there because there was no welfare state. Okay, thank you very much. Mercenary says, happy birthday, Greg. You're not fired. Up? Blobs is fired. Okay. Aramis says, Craig, how old are you today?
On the ripe age of 24.
P-Barrett says, happy birthday, Craig.
Thanks, guys.
Riley says, happy birthday, old man.
All right.
Mercy says, oh, you're just a year younger than me, an 80s baby.
I feel like that's all this is going to be. All these birthday wishes are just people telling me how old I am and making me feel bad for living.
I'm fine with that. Ranger says, use my Amazon Prime on Twitch. Also, no more Blabs free streams. Oh, sorry. I'll be here from now on. Auntie says, congrats, Craig, on your year of continued contributions to respiration and brain activity.
Let's go.
May you continue to be a leader in the field for many years to come.
Give it up for Lone Ice Wolf, who goes, "That's a rough 24." Damn, dog. Golly.
Just Legacy for 5 says, "Hi, side scrollers. I just want to say, keep doing what you're doing, growing almost 6K subs on YouTube in the last few weeks. Well, congrats."
Let's go.
Mercy says, "You've been rehired for the Silent Hill game, Blabs. Listen, I feel like I've been fired like 365 days a year with Mercenary."
Yes,
anyway.
this is true.
Saint for one says, "This one's for you, Craig. Happy birthday, Mr. Smithers."
Oh, that's good. Thank you for that.
Lord the Ring Nerd says, "Happy birthday, Craig. I hope you have a great birthday. Blabs, are you happy to be back home?" I am. I had some really nice food, like home cooked meal. That's a good thing, you know. I love home cooked food.
Did your mom make you pasta?
No. Crazy T says, "Happy birthday, Craig." Hi, guys. Hi.
Hey, can we hold on? Can we go back and talk about that lasagna
No, fuck
sandwich
that.
again?
Mercenary says,
delicious.
Yeah, listen, just me and Leaflet over here. Listen, I got to be honest. What are you doing?
I'm supervising.
We're just going to talk about the nice lasagna sandwich. I got to be honest. Like, once again, an overwhelming. There's 1,700 votes in the chat. 2 out of 3 people would have the lasagna burger, Blabs. And guess what? Blabs, guess what? 2 out of 3 people on the stream would also.
So because everybody wants to jump off a bridge doesn't mean it's a smart thing to do. Hello?
Are you serious? Are you
serious?
You are. Hold on. Do not mock me.
It's easy to do so.
Do not
Even
mock.
if it's your birthday, this just doesn't count. Like, I'm still
Blabs.
doing it.
Blabs.
Anyway, thank you, Patty
no.
Quinn, for gifting me a Twitch sub.
Okay, hold on.
I tried, Patty.
You can't just do that, Blabs.
Can't just do that either.
You can't just. You are being so close-minded when it comes to things.
Lasagna's lasagna. Respect it.
Listen, I regret one thing from this past week: not taking you to Olive Garden.
You would have had a full-on tantrum, so.
Well, like we are right now. You complaining
This
about
isn't a tantrum. This is me telling you you're being stupid.
Leaflet, is this a tantrum? She sounds like a 3-year-old.
She's being food phobic.
She right?
That's fine. I'm a food bigot.
Yeah, she is. She's a bigot. It's crazy. It's unbelievable. Sorry, go ahead, Blabs.
You shut up. Mercenary says, "I have all 3 Blaster Master reboot games." Mercenary also says, "Lasagna burger looks like Sloppy Joe. Give me."
Yes.
Drake says, "Blabs, you can't talk. You put cucumbers on tacos." So it's not like I just put a whole cucumber on a taco. It's like thinly sliced. It's super refreshing. Mexicans approved it. I don't care what you think. Mercenary says, "Burn the pizza, heretic." Okay. Saint says, "Check out lasagna pizza on YouTube." No. Trilla says, "Blabs puts carrots and cucumbers in her tacos, and I bring all the boys to the yard." Okay, so it's fine. M Champion says, "Lasagna burgers equals real talent."
Let's go. See, that's what I'm talking about. That nose is going. Oh, wow.
What?
Let's check out lasagna pizza.
Do we have to?
Yes, Leaflet.
All right,
let's go.
This is epic mealtime.
Yeah. Put those down into the box.
Whoa, the ramen. Hold on. Did you see that, Blabs?
All right.
That's not lasagna. This is disgusting.
Oh my goodness. This looks spectacular. Hold on.
The jar sauce, the ramen noodles.
Yeah, everything is super authentic and Italian, huh?
It's noodles. What? Nobody said anything about authentic. It's
noodles.
lasagna.
Exactly. It's not supposed to be noodles. You daft bimbo. Jesus Christ! Listen to me.
Blabs. This looks excellent.
So we're gonna put those down into the bottom of a greased casserole dish, and just add 2 of those seasoning packets. It doesn't matter if it's chicken or beef. We're gonna add 1 entire jar of your favorite marinara sauce, followed by 1.5 cups of heavy cream and 1 cup of ricotta cheese. Just give that a nice mixture until everything is pink.
This looks great.
You can't be serious. You're pulling my leg. Everything about that is plastic, including the cheese bag.
We're going to add about 2 cups of shredded mozzarella on top. And you guessed it, we are making a ramen lasagna that is going to be so good, you guys. We're going to add some pepperonis. Just put those in a nice even.
What brand is that? Oh my.
What are you doing? What are you talking about, Leaflet? This looks great, doesn't it?
You know, I think I'm going to have to. I think I'm turning.
No!
Pattern here. Pepperonis go great on everything. Of course, you got to add some Parmesan cheese
That's
and
not
Italian
Parmesan.
seasoning
That's not
to
even
taste.
the right way to say
This is
it.
gonna be
It's
so good, you guys.
cheese.
Throw it in a 350-degree
God.
oven for about
I hate
50
Look at
minutes,
that.
uncovered.
Okay, let's
You're
see
gonna get a
it.
nice golden brown color, and it's going to perfectly cook that ramen beneath. Enjoy this recipe.
Yeah, let's go.
Ew.
What?
Fuck
You know, I'd
Craig.
try it.
Me too. I would try it
Try it.
too. Like, what's the worst that happens is you try it and maybe you like it. I'm just saying.
None of that is healthy. You have like the palate of a 4-year-old little boy. You don't understand what
Blabs.
good food is.
Blabs,
You don't understand cultured food. It's very sad.
are you
I
serious
pity
right
you.
now?
I do.
You pity me?
I do. You think Kraft cheese looks good. Congratulations. You just insert a whole bunch of chemicals into your body. Like, way
Blabs.
to go, homie.
Blabs, this is what I imagine. I imagine when you wake up in the morning, you walk down like this is in my head. This is the way I see your life. Okay, without knowing, you wake up every morning to a rooster crowing, and please don't tell me anything. Okay, and goats out in the paddock out there just bleeding. Right as you make your way downstairs to your mother. Prepping today's noodles that she has, and she's also working on the fresh mozzarella. She walks by and she has a big old apron on, and she has one of the hats, and she talks. She comes in, hey, it's a Blabs when she comes down over here, and that's kind of why I imagine your life is. Pretty accurate.
No, none of it was accurate.
Oh.
Like, literally none of it.
Okay, sorry, that's what I meant.
I don't even. The roosters don't even live by me. They're a few
Oh,
houses
okay,
down, so I
okay.
can't even hear them. I have turkeys.
The roosters
name
don't
is-
even live by her, guys.
Yeah, the turkeys do, and his name is Fred, and he's stupid.
When's he gonna end up in the turkey lasagna?
Never. He's the male. He's keeping the other women safe. He's doing his job.
Oh, okay, all right. Go ahead, Blabs. Keep going to the super. Sorry.
By the way, you know what? Side adventure. Wicked was asking me for coffee brands, and I told her my coffee brand, Lavazza. She went and tried it yesterday. She hit me up. She's like, "This is fucking fantastic." So there are two of us now.
Well, enjoy your coffee. I'm just saying, don't
fucking
enjoy
will.
like you got to at least try things out of your.
I don't need
comfort
to
zone.
try things that are made out of fucking chemicals and plastic that are bad for you when I can just go enjoy the real deal. Like, hello?
But would you at least?
No, I
Whatever.
don't need to.
Whatever. Okay,
You're
go
being
ahead.
stupid.
You're such a snob. You're
So
such a
at least
snob.
I know
Crazy.
food.
Such a snob.
Because
Go ahead,
I
Blabs.
will- I won't-
The zombie apocalypse.
I won't
Yes.
like go down to Craig's level of just eating trash like a raccoon or something.
Really,
you know?
you had Waffle Garden twice last week,
What the fuck is Waffle Garden?
You had Waffle House twice last
Waffle
week. Blabs.
Garden?
Just saying.
Yeah.
What-
What did I eat there? Hardly anything.
No, you had a full breakfast the first
I
time.
didn't eat it. No, listen, I had a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. That's basically it.
Yeah.
That's not fucking.
Keep going, Blabs, go
lasagna
ahead.
burgers. You're making me so mad.
I know.
I hate you.
Why is she so mad right now? I don't understand why she's so mad.
Because you're trying to make like bully me into eating shit food
I'm
that'll
not
make
trying
me
to
sick.
bully
It's
you.
like, why?
I'm trying to bully you.
You are. You're a bully. You hit me with Concord video games and stuff. You make me try to eat poisonous plastic cheese made from some
What?
landfill.
You're making
Called
Leaflet
Kraft.
uncomfortable. Leaflet's so uncomfortable right now. It's ridiculous.
She's
I'm
might be
okay.
asleep right now.
Well, they
I
keep
just
going to
woke
the supers. What's that, Leaflet? I'm sorry.
I just woke up. I'm fine.
Okay. Yeah, this is from Blabs' tantrum. By the way, 4 to 5 people watching say it's a tantrum, Blabs, judging by the poll in the chat.
Listen, I don't care. It's always just trolling anyway. Anyway, Zachary says, Montez, happy birthday, Craig.
Let's go, Zachary!
Mama says, I'm sorry, Blabs. It had to be done. Your suffering is entertainment. See? And we tease out of affection. See? Also, happy birthday, Craig. Fuck no. Have a great one. No, he won't. I'll make sure of it.
Jesus.
Cotton says, happy birthday, Craig. No, I would rather improve the ingredients of a burger instead of trying to combine food. Exactly. Meat is soft, lasagna is soft, so it's too many soft things in a burger.
You're so mad right now.
Yes. All right. Hayden says Blabs has to be a 13-year-old boy now. You're on Twitch. Terms of services, nobody understands. 13 is allowed to be on the platform, which is weird. Internet should be 18 plus. I guess.
You. Appreciate
I
it.
heard you get insta banned for that if you actually say that in chat.
What's
Don't
that?
do it. If you say that you're
I'm a 12-year-old boy. Come on, Twitch, fight me. I'm a 12-year-old boy. Ellen Page is a woman. Ellen Page is a woman. Ellen Page is a woman. I'm a 12-year-old boy. Anyway, let's just see what happens. Anyway, Blabs is bad at Contra. Thanks,
we appreciate all y'all's Prime subs that were sent our way today that will never see the light of day after we get banned for this. But thanks, guys, in advance.
Grizz says type 3 diabetes is Alzheimer's. Oh, no. You're saying that lasagna burger will give him Alzheimer's. Leaf, I never miss a YouTube video. Love your content. Totally based. And I would totally eat the burger. Good for you.
Thank you.
CCP says a Montez for Craigothy. Blabs and Leaflet won't dislike enjoyers of pineapple pizza. However, I will silently judge. I mean, I don't eat pineapple pizza, so yeah.
Do you eat pineapple pizza, Craig?
Yes.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? So, like, there's no hope from over there. B. Barrett for 2 says, would you eat lasagna soup in a house? Would you eat it with a mouse?
Just saying, it's sweet and salty. What's wrong with having little Canadian bacon and
with your tomato sauce?
It's all the flavors. It's like sour, sweet, salty.
Yes.
And then if you put little peppers, a little bit spicy. And then it's got the umami from the cheese and tomatoes.
Anyway, Wiz for 1 says achievement unlocked, second pass earned. Graham says Craig has a birthday. Fake news. Seriously though, with everything going on right now, at least all of the pervert month crap has been noticeable for the first time in years. Thank you very much. Frost for 1 says, hey Craig, would you be interested in hosting a speed running event sometime? Also, happy birthday.
You mean on Side Scrollers Plus or on Side Scrollers? Yeah, of course.
Okay. Oh, and Aramis came in with 1 says, whenever you get the chance, Blabs, look up pastelon. It's a dish from my country. Think lasagna, but plantains. All right.
What is it called?
Pastel with their little accent. N.
Pastelone. All right, go ahead, Blabs. Keep going.
Jared says, happy birthday. King of the Couch turned out really good. And since Blabs beat you in Mario Kart World, I will personally stop bringing up Arnold to you, Blabs. Thanks.
Here we go.
Marmalin says we Asians all squint the same to round eyes. It's okay.
Jesus Christ. Wow. Here we go.
Anyway.
To my Platano 101 series where I show you all the ways to cook plantains, and today we're making pastelon. It's the Puerto Rican and Dominican version of lasagna, and it's fire. We're starting out with a handful of ripe plantains, so make sure they're the yellow ones with plenty of brown spots because they need to be sweet. A baking pan, then I do my first layer of the plantains, some egg to bind the plantains together, then another layer of meat, more plantains, more egg, and some cheese. I'm only adding a thin layer though because I don't like mine super cheesy, and then I just repeat that again and bake at 350 for 20 minutes. Now you have the sweet and savory yummy.
What do you think, Blabs?
Ooh, that's really
not bad. It's like, as long as it doesn't have tomato sauce, and can you imagine tomato sauce with like plantains? Ugh. But yeah, doesn't sound bad.
Okay, just saying she called it Puerto Rican lasagna.
Okay, but it's literally not lasagna. It's just similar.
You gonna bite off her head?
No, I don't care.
Okay.
Dylan says, I'm blonde hair and blue eyes whitey. I might have Argentinian grandfather named Dolfo. He's got some neat books.
Right.
Aaron says the real question, instead of which kind of white, is would Benjamin Franklin consider you white? Anyway, Great White Shark says, I'm a great white shark. Okay. Mercenary says, I used to live in Inglewood off Century next to Lax. It's heartbreaking and I still have family in the area. And the giant donut was Randy's. Hypernaut
says, a rough area.
That was a badge number. That's what badge numbers are for. That's how you identify a police officer. They also wear masks so people don't spit on them either. Yeah, it's protection. Sigurd says, if this was brought up during the piece, I could see the argument. But given that it was pushed through now, the intention is painfully transparent. Winston says that guy next to the rep speaking is State Senator Scott Wiener, who made it legal in California to knowingly spread STDs to people, including AIDS.
Huh.
What an unfortunate last name.
That is wildly unfortunate. Real quick, I wanted to point this out as well. Eric Kai says, I'll give you a comment, enemy. Have you heard of the tamale torta?
Tamale cake?
No.
But that's
This-
what torta means. Cake.
This is kind of in Blabs. Not everything is Italian. Not everything's Italian.
Yeah, but that's literally what it means. That's the word.
Here is the torta. The tamale
Still
torta.
cake in Spanish too.
Del fondo de la olla sale un tamal calientito, recién hecho. Su destino, ni más
Put
ni
the
menos,
tamale
un bolillo
inside
del
the
día.
torta bread.
Así nace la guajolota. Una torta de tamal que brindará energía para todo el día.
That's it.
Buen provecho.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh, now you have a problem, do you?
No, I mean I'll
I feel
still
like it'd
eat
be
it.
dry.
I'm with you on that, Lisa. I
Yeah.
think it's be super dry, right? I don't have a problem with it. I'd still eat it. Just wouldn't do that. Just say that I think it would definitely be dry without any sort of sauces or anything on it.
Mm-hmm.
No, okay. Erica,
Anyway.
I'm with you on that.
Tamamo says, I remember way back in the UK, there was something about banning hoods up for that very reason. Didn't amount to anything, but at least it made more sense than this because criminals. Yeah, but the UK has all those, people completely covered from head to toe, so it's not like they can have any sort of argument there. Riley says, what for 100 bits, says, have some bits because why not? Well, thank you.
Let's go. Thanks.
No, guys, says no mask bans and no mask mandates for any reason. I agree. Wiz says doxing is a threat of potential violence against the target by outsourcing the violence to a third party who may or may not be interested. It's Schrodinger's potential home invader. Thank you. Gear says funny and annoying that Raid Shadow Legends isn't woke at all, unlike Gearbox abandoned brothers in arms and trying to be relevant with Borderlands 4.
Hey,
Colorado, what?
hold on. Just a reminder, use the link down below and pick up Raid Shadow Legends in the description. Yeah! Also in the pinned comment, Raid Shadow Legends sponsoring today's episode. Go pick it up right now. Oh, yeah!
Anyway, Colorado kid, I don't get the hate from Mexican flag. Isn't there the Tex-Mex culture in the U.S.? Most cities in the western states have Hispanic names. No bigotry, please.
Well, I mean, I think most people is that you're living in America.
Yep. That's all it is.
Yeah, you're living in America. Like nobody, like that'd be like me going to Japan and then like waving an American flag around. Probably wouldn't go over very well.
It's also the way it's being waved, right? It's not even just like somebody has like a Mexican flag at their house or something. This is like going to a rally.
Yeah.
Protesting American policies using the Mexican flag. It's completely different, right? The context.
Pointed out, Texas is not Mexico. Texas is not Mexico. Yep. Like people in like Mexicans in Texas, like there's a thing called Tejanos, and it's like people who migrated. They call themselves Tejanos, Texans. Yeah, like, and honestly, most people. Like they freaking love America. They've seen the other side. They are all up on it. Most of the time, it's just stupid kids who are being dumb, waving their flags and stuff. Yeah, go and scroll some of those on the bottom, Blabs. That's fine. We can
Texas won that war.
Texas wins all the wars. It's crazy. There was a lot of talk when this is like specifically like around 2-3 years ago. Really, when COVID was going nuts. There was a lot of talk about, I remember we had like me and my brother had it was 2020. Holy crap. That was 5 years ago. Me and my brother did like a COVID show where we did a show every night on YouTube and we talked about some of the insanity going on. And it was like a COVID podcast. We had this guy who came on and he actually wanted to explore the idea of Texas actually seceding from the Union. And if there was one state that could, well, there's two states that could, it'd be California and Texas, right? Both could because they both have dramatic, huge economies and such. But it was interesting to kind of have that conversation. And I think Texas is in a unique situation because I think from what I understand, if Texas did want to secede from the United States, they're the only state in the Union that technically could. Because in their bylaws, when they signed a contract with the United States, whatever it is, there was an out in there that would allow them to leave over time. Now, obviously, things have happened and there's all sorts of logistics that are tied, power grids and all sorts of stuff. But the economy would technically allow Texas to secede in that situation. But I don't see Texas seceding anytime soon. you know.
Texas also was its own country before.
Yeah. Mhm.
Right. And also, I think currently, I'm not 100% sure on this, but I believe Texas currently, right now, has its own military.
There is a Texas National Guard.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes, it does have its own setup. And I'll tell you what, man, if you ever want to see people who are proud of their state, you come to Texas. You know, I have people who come down here all the time. They say, I've never seen, there's two things. People who come to America for the first time, they've never seen as many American flags as they've seen like in their country, right? If they come from wherever. And then when people come to Texas, they're like, oh my gosh, like the Texas flag is everywhere. Blabs, did you see any of that? Like when you were down here, did you see a lot of, was that something that you noticed in comparison to other flags?
I mean, yeah, I definitely saw more flags than I normally would see for like Texas and a Texas flag and a U.S. flag, and definitely less pride flags that I would normally see around, you know, the yuppie area. However, I was kind of in like the yuppie area of Dallas, so I didn't really see a whole lot of Texan accents, to be completely honest. So.
Well, yeah, you're not going to find a whole lot of like Texas Texas.
Well, I would think you would when you're in Dallas.
Well, it's not like people walking around going like, hey, you know, like you're thinking like Texas is all cowboys and stuff. And yeah,
well, I mean, out there, yeah.
Yeah, inside the main cities, it's pretty standard place, a lot of suburbs and such. But yeah, once you get out of the main cities, in between, you know, Texas or in between Dallas and Austin, Dallas and Houston, Dallas and Lubbock, all that, yeah, you will find your traditional cowboys, especially when you head out to Lubbock. Lubbock is very much still in cowboy culture out there. It's great, man. Leaflet, you ever been to Texas before?
I live in Texas.
Woo!
But you see a lot of like those big like bronze, or not bronze, is it like iron, like Lone Stars, right? People will just put them up like on their sheds and stuff. Yeah. The houses.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's awesome. Man,
I love
that's
Texas.
great.
Texas is great.
It's the best.
Mhm.
It is the absolute best for sure. I love it. All right, Blabs. How are we doing on Superman? Guys, thank you very much. You see the supers on the bottom. We appreciate that. I wish we could read every single one of them. Just know that like your support directly allows us to do this show on a day-to-day basis, and allows us to have wonderful guests, allows us to grow, allows us to do wonderful things like King of the Couch and all that fun stuff. So it is cool to be live over on Twitch today. I got to be honest, we have way more people watching on Twitch than I thought we would. We have right now 76 people watching over on Twitch. I thought we'd have like 7. So you guys watching over on Twitch, what's up? You guys watching over on Kick, we have over 100 watching on Kick, and over on Rumble, we have another almost 400 people watching. So like, dude, we're casting out, which is outstanding. So we appreciate that, guys. Thank you very much. Make sure you guys find Leaflet's channel. It's really good. Leaflet, where do you stream more than just where exactly do you stream?
I just started on Kick. So I do Twitch and Kick.
Mhm.
I started doing Kick just because, like, you know, I mean, you never know, right? I don't
Right.
want to put all your eggs in one basket, right?
Right.
So that's, yeah, I did start on that.
That's awesome. Are you enjoying your time on Kick?
Honestly, it's kind of crazy. Like, I had a problem on Kick, right? And I sent them a message thinking like, okay, like maybe they'll get back to me in like a
Mhm.
couple days. They got back to me in like 1 minute.
Yep. I've had that
crazy.
experience too. They're
Yeah,
really
but isn't
good with
that crazy?
customer service.
Isn't that crazy? Like that's unheard of. Like anywhere else, really. Like you want to get a hold of someone on YouTube, good luck. Like anyone on Twitch, like good luck. Kick is like, hi. What can I
I'm a
help you with? Like,
human.
what?
Yeah.
That is true.
Not talking to a YouTube AI bot every time. Yeah. It's amazing.
Pretty good stuff.
What
We've
a
had
nightmare.
we've definitely enjoyed streaming over on Kick, and I want to give full credit to like Lady Desiree for continuously pushing us to stream over on Kick. But yeah, it's obviously being on Twitch and Kick and Rumble and YouTube and everywhere else on the internet. Like I said, we want to welcome everybody in, and glad you did, because like, you know, if we can talk about this stuff wherever we can, we'll talk about it on the street corner, you know, and just spread the word. That's kind of the goal here. I being back on Twitch, this is weird. It's changed a lot since the last time we were here. They have all sorts of weird buttons that I've never seen before, which I kind of scares me a little bit. But either way, if you guys are watching over on Twitch, we'd really appreciate it if you guys use your Twitch Prime subs over on us over at twitch.tv/Stuttering Craig. It's very, very interesting to say the least. But I do think that with Blabs' blurbs, there's a new segment for you, Blabs. Blabs' blurbs. Our time on Twitch will be limited. We'll see. I got to get back to like, we'll need to do a better job of like rating people and things like that. But we'll get there. We'll get there, which is good. But all right, we have, let's see. Bazwin says, how do you tell a man is from Texas? Don't worry, he'll tell you. How to tell a man isn't from Texas. Don't ask. You don't want to embarrass him. Montez, let's go. See, now you know what's going on. That's right. Texans love their Texas. Nick says, Blabs is just hating on us broke boys who can't afford fancy, smancy foods.
You're a broke boy, just say so.
ADDF Toxic came out of the tent, says, Craig, I was cool with the lasagna soup and fine with the burger, but this instant ramen fake-ass cheese abomination, I can't get behind. Sorry. I'd at least try it. Marmalade came out of the tent and says, maybe I'm spoiled, but I'm still stuck at $60, but I'm PC first. I haven't paid more than $60 for a new game, and I refuse to do so. Borderlands 4 definitely ain't worth $70 plus $50 DLC. Preach, Marmalade. Video Man says, the only way Sony will get it is to boycott Fair Games and Marathon. Yes, those two games are huge for them. These live service games are nothing more than cash grabs. There has to be a limit with speak with your wallet and call them out. I saw a video. Actually, I want to talk about that tomorrow on the show. There was a video I saw that was meant to be like a counterpoint to all this like voting with your wallet stuff and the pushback from the culture side. I look forward to talking about that tomorrow. Game Hunter came back and says, Craig, remember when I said I'm part Native American? You'd be surprised how many Mexican Americans hate me for being Native American. I don't speak for my fellow Native Americans. The ones I met so far hate being called Mexican. Well, yeah, it's like Blabs hates being called, not Italian. She loves what she's, Arcus came in and says, I'll take one lasagna burger to go, Blabs. And don't forget to put the fries in the bag, please. Master Blaster was awesome. I love it so much. I had to pay a week's worth of late rental fees. Thanks, Arcus. Put the fries in the bag, Blabs.
Well, yeah, because your GG isn't done after eating that disgusting thing. You're probably on your way to a hospital dying from food poisoning or like a heart attack.
Pyro Rampa says, Mr. Raid Shadow Legends, we did it. That's right, everybody. We did it. How exciting is that? Use the promo code in the link. Shadow Legends, use our code and get Tagoar over here. Tagoar's ready for you. Look at level 60 is right there. Yes.
What's up?
Siphon came in and says, Craig isn't selling out. He's buying in. Let's effing go. Grab the bundle. Get your champs and drop that promo code. Let's raid. There needs to be a Montez champ. Let's make it happen for Montez. Let's go. Rapa says, I'm not saying I want a live action Metroid, but if they must, they should try to get Sydney Sweeney or someone with similar assets. Thank you, Pyro Rampa. President Atim says, Harriet Tubman mentioned you are diamond rank in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel leaflet. Is this true?
I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! in forever. I play One Piece, though. The One Piece card game.
Okay, well, everyone's so sad right now. I'll have to challenge you to a duel and a date. You could be first duelist. Get it? Because I'm the president. Well, thanks. Video Man says, no one cares who bought it. The PC press wants you to support the non-existent modern audience and the games that support it. The more they bring it down, the gamers will bring it up every single time. There you go, Video Man. You know it. Rampa came back, says, I've been saying Square Enix is since they put that sports brawl on Tifa. Yeah, man. Yeah. It's been nuts. Max says, I haven't actually streamed on Kick yet, but my username wasn't taken and they wouldn't accept it. Mailed them and got back in like 3 minutes several times in a row. There you go, Max. And for Creatine says, a reminder that Expedition 33 is not only a fantastic JRPG, it's definitely a Game of the Year material, and it's only $50. Get yourself a fantastic game that's genuine, fun, and not AAA shooter slop. There you go. Yes, everyone loves that game. You played that yet?
I have not, but I want to. It's just there's been so many games that came out lately. I've been playing a lot of Wildgate, so it's kind of like
What's Wildgate? What's that one?
it's an extraction game. It's like
Oh, the extraction.
four players on a ship. It's different because you're on a spaceship.
Uh-huh.
And so you have like a person that's like the engineer, like a person that's like the pilot, and then you have the person that like boards other ships to like take their ships over. It's really fun.
Okay, sounds fun. If you need a fourth, let me know.
You want to play? I'll teach you.
You want to play? I'm going to teach you how to play. That's the most enthusiasm. You want to play? Let's go.
I get very excited about games and foraging.
All right. Arca says side scroller shills confirmed. Get that money. Let's go. I knew you guys would understand. I knew it. Speaking of getting that money, if you guys have your Amazon Prime, use it on your boys and girls over here at Side Scrolls. Go to twitch.tv/Stuttering Craig. Look at this over here. Hachiko and Bale Jorda and XM202 Wow came in. Look at that. We have 62 Prime subs today. That's pretty dang cool. Thank you guys very much for that. Go on over there and use your Prime sub on us. Help us get that money. Did we get these from West, by the way? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, they're cleared.
That's it. Thank you very much. All right. Guys, that's outstanding and much appreciated. Your support today was phenomenal. That is my birthday wish for you guys is to head over there. Patty, thank you so much for the bits over on Twitch as well. That's very weird to say, by the way. The bits. Uh-oh. We have a golden. What is a golden here? Can you help us with this leaflet? I don't even know what this is. What is
Kappa?
Yeah,
Golden
what is this?
Kappa. So it's like it's like RNG. So you got good RNG on the hype train.
Okay.
And it means that people that support can get the golden Kappa emote.
What,
It's the only
what does
way
that
to
mean?
get it. It's like an emote. It's like a special emote.
Is that good?
Yes.
So we should take advantage of this?
Yeah. So if you guys want the golden Kappa emote, you gotta give some bits, or you gotta do a little gift sub on Twitch.
Is this rare?
Yes.
Wow.
Only like happens like I think it happened to me like maybe 3 or 4 times. But I stream a lot on Twitch, right? So
okay.
I mean, on your first time, that's crazy. It's a birthday. It must be your birthday, actually.
Yeah, well, I guess that's good. Okay. Well,
Oh, Patty hit like 420 bits. Patty Quinn. Thank
yeah, I
you, Patty
saw
Quinn.
that. Okay. Yeah, I said I don't know what this is. So yeah, if you guys haven't yet, go get the Kappa train thing. Do you need to like hit a certain level to get it or something? Or
You contribute and you get to use the golden Kappa for 24 hours.
oh, okay. This is the golden Kappa here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Hey, remember when Twitch changed the Kappa? Like they changed it around from like the original guy because he was seen as problematic or something.
No, that's Poggers.
Oh, Poggers. That's what it was.
You know, I knew that guy.
You
You
did
know.
what? The
Yeah.
Poggers guy?
Yeah.
What happened?
Just
Like
friends with him. What happened? He's just right wing, so people don't like him. I don't know exactly what he said because I haven't talked to him in like a long time.
Okay.
But
It's amazing. So he leans a little conservative, so people are like, "Rrr." Can't
yeah, that's what I heard, but I'm not actually sure what he said. So I'm not about to go out and say like he didn't do nothing wrong. I don't know, but
Okay.
that's what I've heard from people.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Well, cool. I mean, I guess we'll stay live on there's 2 minutes and 20 seconds left on this thing. So I guess we'll stay live until that happens. I don't really I feel so awkward here on Twitch. Like it feels very weird. Like the old new underwear thing, the line from Wayne's World. At first it's constrictive and then it becomes a part of you, I suppose. But
You gotta tell them that you need them to give you bits to get the golden Kappa, and then you gotta
Okay.
call them your little pog champs.
all right, my little pog champs.
Well, Spoon Ninja on Plus for one says, why ain't the raid link on the top of the screen anymore?
I don't know. There you go, there, pog champ. What do you want me to call him again?
My little pog champ.
There you go, my little pog champs. What do you like? Is this what you do? You just kind of stand?
It's just a joke. That's kind of like it's like the
Go, Pog Champs,
stereotypical thing to
go.
say on Twitch.
Look, we're at level 3 now. We went way past level 2 onto level 3 now. It's just great. Maybe one day we'll do the whole Twitch sub thing. We talked about having a subathon a few times, and there we go. Look at that. Here, Metal Mule came in with 10. That's
Nice.
great.
Very poggers.
Yes, Leaflet. Listen, I'm 44 years old today. All right. I think I've reached past the point of saying poggers.
Poggers. I went. Oh my god! I was at Target one time, and my mom was like, "Yeah, this thing's on this. I forgot what it was, like ketchup or something. It was on sale, poggers." And I was like, I was like, "Mommy."
Oh, that's awesome. Did you say mommy? Did you go
My mom,
mommy?
yeah.
Mommy, no, mommy, no.
Yeah. What do you?
Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you guys, Patty and Earlish, and once again, Metal Muley over there with 10 gifted subs over there. Look at all the poggers, and there's so much poggers in there in our chat over there. Leaflet is guiding us on how to Twitch.
Yes.
Poggers.
Poggers, very poggers, pog champs.
Do I say that a lot? Go poggers, everybody. Poggers. Maybe we should take that clip and just put it in our media assets where we have Blabs getting fired.
Blabs, you're fired. Blabs,
And just me going like poggers. What do you think of that, Blabs? Am I cool and I hip?
You gotta add the pog champs one. That's
Oh, Blabs left.
Help!
Blabs,
I don't know
Blabs
what's
is
just
gone.
happening.
Neither do I. I don't even understand what's happening. There you go.
I don't know what just happened. I unmuted myself because like my mic randomly disconnected. Anyway, I said no, you're not hip.
Oh, I thought I was going to be cool and hip.
No, sorry.
Mercenary came into the 5. Like, see, now we're long past podcast.
More
at
like
this
hip
point.
replacement.
Yeah, hey, what? You're so funny, Blabs.
That wasn't me. That was chat. I pulled up the chat.
Oh, okay. This is a legit question. Do you just stand here and wait now? Like the chat's being very nice. Leaflet, do you just stand and wait while they stop supporting you, or like how does this work?
yeah. You're at level. Was it level 5, level 4, 95% to level 5?
Yeah.
Golden Kappa train with 2 minutes left.
Okay.
Hey, chat, can we get to level 5?
There you
My
go. Hold
little
on.
pog
Okay.
champs.
Here we go. Okay. So listen, this is what we're gonna do. You guys on YouTube, thank you guys. Appreciate that. Give it up for Magnus over here. So Studious Greg, Blathering Collector, Beef Lift, Hail. Happy birthday, Glenn. Hey, thank you so much, Magnus. Dan came in, says, happy birthday, Craig. Hopefully you have a wonderful day. I already unfollowed you on Twitch. It seems very weird for the longest time. You guys are no longer on it. Well, another 2 boxes. Awesome. Well, we're there again. So thanks, Dan. And Mr. Muffler says, this reminds me of Chuck E. Cheese stream when he says poggers. That's right. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to end the stream over on everywhere but Twitch right now. And we're going to
Level 4 complete.
What? Is that
Whoa.
good? All right, you guys over on Kick. I'll tell you what, Kick. I'm gonna send you guys over to go see Dez over here. We're learning this. You guys head over and go see Dez. There you go. Thanks, guys, on Kick. 97 of you guys heading over to Dez. She's gonna love you. Appreciate you guys, and thanks so much for tuning in. Bye, Kick. All right, you guys watching over on YouTube, you guys have a great rest of your day, and we will see you guys later. Bye. Fatality. And you guys watching over on YouTube, thanks so much. We're gonna go. You can follow the chaos over on Twitch, I guess. We'll see how this goes. So if you guys go over twitch.tv/Stuttering Craig, you guys watching over on YouTube, have a great rest of your day. Remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. See you guys later. Bye. Did you end it, Blabs?